sons of bitches.
Yeah, Joe.
I'll be on vacation again.
Fuck.
Every time you guys do something, I'm always out of town.
Well, Joe,
Softball-wise.
it's that's the only time we can do. Everybody, all the workers come together and do something because we're all off.
And I want to play softball with you guys too. I mean, are you guys playing at like 7 a.m. again?
We always do in the morning because then people can do whatever the hell they want to do later on. There's cookouts because last time we did it late. Everybody started leaving at like literally. We went down to like 6 versus 7, and it kind of got stupid after that.
That's when it gets intense.
Yeah, it did get a little bit intense, but then my guys started leaving. All my guys started leaving. Then it was 3 against 7.
Push your mic away like by that much. Yeah.
Up?
Oh yeah, that's perfect right there.
Right there?
Yeah, just keep your mic right there.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I just want to make sure.
It did get intense until it was just 3 of us, and then I'm like, okay, we're calling it. Everybody's leaving, and it was raining too, so we're gone.
I'm fat and I have a torn meniscus, so that's gonna be a no for me,
Okay,
Ghost Rider.
Steve. It's all right, buddy.
Yeah,
It's all right.
You're not gonna play softball?
No, bro, my knee's fucked.
Have you ever played
I mean,
softball?
you could be
I did a lot of
be a hitter, and then
wondering-
somebody can run for you.
I'm wondering why you're getting so much static on your.
I don't know. Is it my cord?
Hold on.
I hear it now.
Oh, we're good.
Or maybe it's just Joe's.
I'm less squeaky. This chair's less squeaky.
Yeah, no. I was getting a what do you call that?
Hernia.
Echo?
It's gone now. I fixed
Okay.
it.
What? You've never heard of a hernia?
Joe?
I haven't.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, Greg.
I have nothing else to say.
All right. Talking to your mic.
Hello. How are you?
Okay, go ahead.
I don't like when people say that. They're like, just say something. I'm like, say what?
Say something funny.
That's even more stress.
All right, go ahead.
Hello.
All right, Joe.
Hello.
Oh, you're coming in hot.
I'm vibrating.
All right.
This fucking guy. I hate Facebook Messenger with these marketplace. Sorry, I meant marketplace.
Oh, I thought it was Cam saying, "Hey, sorry, dude, I couldn't answer my phone."
Will never give us the courtesy.
Are you buying or selling something?
Selling.
What you selling?
Hey, Joe, you still got that lawnmower?
I have 3 lawnmowers now to sell.
Wow.
Are you
But that's
starting
not
a
even-
landscaping company?
No, I'm flipping lawnmowers.
Really?
Hey,
Yeah.
there's money in that.
All electric?
Yeah, all Ryobis. I got 3 Ryobis.
How much you
now.
selling
What you
them for?
buying them and selling them for?
I typically buy them for around like 100, flip them for like 200. So,
Okay.
I double up. But this
Easy-
guy is
easy
messaging
flip.
me about a garage Dynaglow 5000 garage heater, one that you hardwire in.
I had a friend who managed a Home Depot, and he would hide stuff on the absolute top level, like
course
the
he
A
would.
steel.
Of course he would.
And then after 6 months, it would be marked down to like 98% off.
So
Oh
it'd be
my
like
God.
1 cent.
So he had like a certain place in the lumber that he would store all the good shit. So he had, if you've seen those like heaters that look like cannons, they're like this
yeah,
long.
yeah.
They were like $600 or $700, and he got it for like $19. I was like, wouldn't you get fired? He's like, yeah, I'd probably get arrested too. I was like, all right.
And has he been fired and is he in jail?
He doesn't work there anymore, and the only reason I know that is because I asked if he could give me some shit to do that with. No luck.
Joe, tell him about what we did the other day.
Oh, wow.
Are we recording? Are we live?
Yes, we are.
Oh, okay. What we did at my house? Let me tell you about my buddy Steve here.
Wait.
Put some
Did he-
siding on my house.
Oh, I was about to say, did he bring you Wendy's again?
No,
Oh, no.
hell no, never again.
No.
Talking LP,
Never
vinyl.
again.
What are we looking at here?
Vinyl baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I had a whole
Went
saga.
fancy?
I had a whole siding saga from that not hurricane, that tornado that came through like 6 weeks ago.
Tell him about your saga.
Nah, it's not that exciting of a story.
At least tell him about the lady.
Was it basically you
My
didn't
neighbor?
have any siding in the location?
Yeah, some siding came off my house, and so as you do in the Midwest, after a big storm hits, all the neighbors come out and they're like, and everybody walks
Where's
down the street
Janet?
together, and you're like, a tree, a limb. You just like point at shit that fell off, and so some of my siding fell off, and one of the neighbors found a piece that was in their driveway, like 3 houses down. They brought it over. So we kind of just laid it all kind of relatively in the same spot. Well, the neighbor her house is like 30 feet maybe from my house,
Not
40
even.
feet. Yeah. She had some pieces come down too. And it was just kind of all just laying there. I'm like, we'll sort it out in the morning. Well, the next morning comes and she had somebody come over and put her pieces back up, but they clearly took one of my pieces that they either liked better or whatever. And so they put her piece on.
Same color.
Yeah.
Exact same color.
Yeah.
And they
So
said, "Fuck you."
And they just
Tricky
and they
bitch.
just threw away the other piece. I don't know what the fuck happened, but either way, I was short a piece.
Called her tricky bitches. She's like 80.
Well, whoever did the work for is a tricky
Tricky
bitch.
fucking bitch.
Yeah, my wife, we're feuding with that neighbor, so my wife likes to think that she like just snapped it in half and was like, "Fuck these people." And I think it's probably just the person who put it on
Joe,
just
stop.
didn't give a shit.
Joe, don't be.
Oh, no.
So- Oh, go ahead.
She's also Serbian and really doesn't speak a lot of English, is what I understand. So it's not like fuck these people. It's like pichka tomate.
Imagine his grandma.
So I could imagine D probably going ham, and then Joe's like,
I was like,
D,
it
calm-
probably
just calm
wasn't
down.
her. I said, it's probably whoever she hired was just like, screw this. This piece is nicer. I'm going to use this, or cut piece of ours to fit, whatever. I don't know what it was.
It's
but
all hers.
We ended up
Some
losing a
outside guy.
piece. And then, of course, you can't just buy a piece. So I had to buy a box of 12 from Menards for the one piece I needed. Damn. Luckily, I found some neighbors who wanted to share the box with me. So I took like, I was going to take 3 just to have a couple extra, just in case my pieces weren't fitting right or whatever. Split them up around the neighborhood. We found out that none of us had the right siding. Like the siding we ordered was either the wrong color. One neighbor didn't realize that she had a triple flap siding, and we ordered double flaps, and yet she was like, "Yeah, I'm in." And
Can't
then,
triple tap. Flap
you
a
can't
double flap.
triple flap a double flap. How many times I gotta say it on the podcast? So anyway, she was like, "Oh wait, this isn't right either." So anyway, long story short, we returned it all. I found a local place that had some, bought it, got what I needed. And Steve over here, my knight in shining armor, put my siding back up.
"Hey, good job, Steve.
I got up on that ladder, put the nails in my mouth, and I went to work.
It was so hot.
Hey, Steve. Hey,
Just nails, just
Hey.
just
the whole. Hey,
like that. He was holding all of them at once.
hey, Steve, you redeemed yourself from the Wendy's situation. Like,
Yeah. Are we even now?
Wendy's situation.
maybe.
we can't go into that. That's a whole next time.
I'll save that story for next week, maybe.
Yeah, we'll get into it. It's a thing.
It's
I
a
don't-
long story.
I'm surprised
And
you've never heard it, actually.
And I've never and when Joe told the story, I've never seen the anger out of Joe like the way it was. He was just like, "Oh God."
And I've never had Wendy's breakfast again.
And the funny
And I never will.
Wendy's breakfast is amazing.
Actually, I
goes
love
our
it. Actually, it's very good.
sponsorship.
The
I
funny.
didn't even realize Wendy's had breakfast.
Oh, you've never had Wendy's?
They've got like an
Would-
egg sausage biscuit.
Would you like it brought to your house at 8 a.m. and then have your house ruined?
Probably not.
don't
Stay
call-
tuned
hey.
next week for the conclusion of
Hey,
this
don't call.
setup.
Hey, don't call Steve to bring you Wendy's breakfast. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
In my defense, it
Really
is.
noted.
It's phenomenal. They got this chicken sandwich it's got honey on the biscuit.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah.
And-
And then
You look
And-
like a man who'd
And
like
what
honey.
made it even worse, the conclusion was Joe was like, "It's okay."
I angrily ate it in front of Steve. I'm like, yeah, it's fine.
I'm like, it's good, right? It's fucking great, right? I think
We're Tarantinoing this whole thing where we just told you the conclusion.
yeah, but at the same like top in the top 5 of breakfasts,
I don't
Wendy's-
wake up before 11 a.m. hardly ever.
I understand that, but
that's
Wendy's
a
is like 2. Top 5, Wendy's is like 2.
Just overall, I love Wendy's.
It's
That
Just
is
in
true.
general.
Yeah.
Their breakfast is okay.
I don't like their fries though.
No,
They're kind of like, I mean, I like the potato skin on the fries, but I don't like that they taste like cardboard. Like they don't taste like a potato, even though they look like
You
a
don't like
potato.
the sea salt fries? They changed them,
feel
what,
like
like
they're not
10 years
salty
ago?
enough.
And they're okay. I mean,
No,
when you
they
compare
have-
them to
but I don't-
McDonald's,
but
which
you
is
know
just
what? But- That's
drenched
too
in
much.
salt.
Yeah.
but
Those
but
are
I'll tell you this though, Wendy's has probably changed their fries throughout the time, probably like 3-4 times.
yeah.
yeah, but I like
Everybody
the current
else-
iteration of it.
Yeah, but everybody else haven't changed. Like McDonald's still
I
the
think
same.
Burger King changed their fries. I
They
think
did. They changed it recently. They're so much better.
Are they?
I haven't tried those.
Theirs are like really oily. I think.
What are you eating?
Food I cook at home.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Man,
Yeah.
you're a real adult, aren't you?
Yeah.
I mean, don't go that far, but kind of, sort of.
Are you a good cook?
Good enough. I mean, I don't eat Wendy's obviously as much as you guys do. If it's causing this kind of
Oh,
social drama.
just shame us. Shame us. Why don't
What
you?
about what
Don't
about
you food shame
you
me.
you can't see it because I'm not on camera. But
No, because you're not wearing clothes again.
What
the
about
second
you?
week in a row you came naked?
Oh yeah.
New
yeah, yeah.
Greg signing off.
What if the running joke is that he's just invisible, like the emperor with the naked
Absolutely.
feet?
He's a-
Do you have a
he's a-
green
Whoa.
screen? Can we green screen him in where he's wearing a green suit and he walks across and it's just like floating sunglasses?
I actually do have a green screen.
He does.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! Cut this part out.
So
because it's a
Olivia,
great
are
idea.
you a good cook?
Yeah.
What do you grade yourself? 1 to 5.
It depends. I mean, I try a lot of different things.
What's your go-to dish? What's your go-to dish?
That's a hard one. Honestly, I call it like the kitchen sink food, where I just kind of like get my leftovers from the fridge and I just make them into something new.
Damn, I
Like
haven't
what?
heard. I
Like
haven't
into a
heard that in a
casserole?
long time.
I mean, casseroles, I'm not a big fan of casseroles. It's mostly like skillet dishes. Like I'll take like rice
Okay.
and like this meat protein or like whatever, and I just kind of like zhuzh it up, put a little sauce on it, you know.
So that's like your go-to.
I'd say so, yeah, because
Put a
it's
little-
like I'll
put-
plan meals,
Hey,
but
put a little pizzazz on it.
yeah.
What
There you
if? What if a significant other of yours was like, "Hey, make this meal that I always love that you make"? What would that meal be? Like, what if someone told you that it's their favorite thing that you make?
Bah, spotlight's on you. You got to cook.
Making me think.
You got 4 hours.
4 hours to cook?
4 hours to plan, shop, cook, execute. Gordon Ramsay.
Like, has anyone ever asked you or said to you,
flying.
like, "Oh, hey, can you make that thing that I really like"?
Well,
What was that
honestly,
thing?
it's interesting. The one thing that I would hear that for was this like breakfast casserole dish, which I
A
don't
lot
do
of
casseroles.
casseroles and skillets in your household.
I don't do casseroles, but this one is like, it's like, it tastes like, what are those? The McGriddles from McDonald's.
You have my attention. Those are so good.
And it's like,
I have risen.
you put like bacon bits in there and you put cheese in there and it's basically like pancake mix. Then you scramble some eggs and you put that in there and then you just kind of cook
You
it.
put syrup inside of it or on
Yes,
top of it?
both.
You put syrup everywhere.
Yeah.
Sir. I put syrup all
Are
over my
McGriddles
body.
the greatest culinary invention in the last 50 years?
It is.
Yeah.
No.
Is that the
It
big?
is.
That's not the biggest culinary achievement, McGriddles.
No.
So what is?
When Wendy's put that big slab of cheese on that burger, that big ass cheese curd. Either that or the Popeyes chicken sandwich.
Popeye's chicken.
There were people who I lost people because of Popeyes chicken sandwich.
But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm
Oh,
saying,
you mean like the new thing that wasn't a thing but is a thing?
Yeah.
yeah.
Crunchwrap Supreme.
No.
The breakfast crunch wrap is
crunch
the
wrap.
best.
Yes.
That is my go-to breakfast. I'll tell you when like a few years ago, I was going every morning to Taco Bell.
Wendy's number 2, Taco Bell number 3.
I would probably put Taco Bell number 1 as my go-to breakfast.
I'm with Greg on screen.
Oh,
with
for
this one.
breakfast
Yeah,
exclusively?
Because, dude,
I don't think I've ever had it.
That breakfast crunch, Joe. I'm coming.
I don't
to you.
wake up before 11.
Joe, I'm gonna do a Steve.
Tomorrow I have to
Joe,
wake up at like 9 and
Joe.
I'm dreading it.
Hey, Joe.
We're gonna get breakfast.
What time? No, Joe.
I can't.
What
Probably
time?
can't eat it.
What time you work Saturday?
10:30.
This conversation
Okay.
sounds familiar.
No. So no.
10:30. Great. I'll be
No.
there at 7 a.m.
No.
and I won't tell you
no,
I'm coming.
No, I'm
and I'll
work.
just be at your.
No.
I'll tell the story next week.
I'm gonna bring it to Joe at work. I'm not gonna do.
You're not gonna show up to his house.
No.
And stand in front of his Ring camera.
I will bring you a steak breakfast crunch wrap.
Can you make it next week? Because I'm
Oh,
still
that's
on
right.
keto.
You're keto. I'll do it next week.
But I'll
I
be
got
off
you.
of keto next Wednesday for Dee's birthday.
Yeah.
Got you. I'll do
And
it
then
next
probably
Wednesday.
for several more months, and then I'll get fat again.
And then
But-
you could tell me what you think of it.
The crowd's got to know if you've listed your second and third breakfast place, but you haven't
What's your
listed your
first?
first.
There's a magical place that you guys have never been.
Try me.
Oh, have you lived out west?
I visited.
I've been
that
out.
was-
I've been out
Jack
west.
in the Box.
Jack in the Box. No.
That's that.
I was gonna say Whataburger too, but Whataburgers is kind of like
In and Out.
Philly Bertos.
Never heard of it.
Yeah.
Philly Bertos. The
Yeah.
steak, egg, and cheese burrito first thing in the morning.
Damn.
Yeah.
On that note,
You know, you never even introduced.
I will. Let LL do his thing.
But I'll tell you this, Taco, but I will only do breakfast for Taco Bell. I won't.
You don't do a fourth meal?
If I do a lunch, it's gonna be the quesadilla, the chicken quesadilla, pretty much. But
They have these new street tacos. Oh, you guys aren't hip?
Guess not.
I don't
Street
really go to
tacos?
Taco Bell like ever. Like maybe twice a year.
They have
Besides
these new-
breakfast,
that's
I
because
haven't
Joe
been
goes.
to Taco Bell. in
That's because
15
Joe
years.
goes everywhere else. Joe literally, like, every time I'm like, God damn it, Joe! Now I got to go try this place because you're always posting.
Yeah, I like
everything.
trying new shit.
I know. Me too. Me too.
When
Me
I
too.
started realizing that Taco Bell has warning labels on their food, I got a little concerned and stopped eating so much of it.
What are they warning you about?
They basically say, like, if you're pregnant, try not to eat this.
Oh wow.
Yeah, there's some like
All right,
intense
hands
warnings.
up. Who's pregnant here? We're good. Fuck it. Let's ball.
Let's get
Well-
some TB.
Well, Joe will be soon to be dead.
And then
will
Taco
be.
Bell.
I will be. But I don't think it's transitive property that way. I think I can still eat Taco Bell.
They
I
have
don't
these
think D's
street
at risk.
tacos. They're like
Imagine Taco Bell is so bad I can't even bring it into the house while my wife's
But that
pregnant.
looks like that looks.
That would be wild.
Yeah.
they're good, bro. They come in
Cheesy
a-
street chalupa.
They come in a little 2-pack and they're thick. They're girthy.
So they brought back. So they brought back the chalupa, basically.
This is not what I thought of when you said street taco.
No,
No. They're chalupa street tacos. They might be better than the McGriddle.
What street?
Shut your ass.
So street tacos.
Shut your entire ass.
So,
McGriddles.
Greg,
No, this is Taco Bell. That ain't.
no, that's it's not.
Ah,
It's
I
not.
get
It's their form of street taco. You know, Taco Bell tries to be, hip with it, but they're not.
Oh, what was that?
We're not going into
Viewers,
that.
pause the video.
Hold on.
Getting a little hot in here.
Oh, you're definitely going to have to blur the screen out.
There is some confidence.
You gotta-
to
you gotta-
scroll through your photos on TV.
I said that the
live
first time he did
on
that. I said,
YouTube.
"You are wild for that." He's like, "No, this is my eighth phone. It's only for the podcast."
Yeah, that phone's only for the podcast, but it has my my Apple shit
there
on
was
here.
far too many pictures
See,
in there
this
for it
is
to be only for the podcast.
this is the perks of working for T-Mobile.
Yeah.
Imagine getting pulled over and a cop asking you, and legitimately none
And
of your
you know-
four phones
and-
are being a drug
And you know
dealer.
what's crazy? Because I talked to everybody at T-Mobile, so they're like,
we should probably bleep
They're
out
like-
every time he said the company that he said. Just
"Oh,
saying.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
sorry,
Just so we don't have any crazies trying to get you fired.
my bad."
I think you already. I think you already missed it when he said it.
Oh, did I miss the?
Yeah, you sure did.
We'll fix it in post.
Right.
When I was working at. Okay.
Okay.
See, we could do it like that.
But they told me I got like 4 phones. I was like, "What do you need 4 phones for?" But question's already answered.
I have 5.
Jesus.
The one that we record with.
Making Kevin Gates look like a
remind-
bitch for only having 2 phones.
It reminds me of that old, like, there was a video and, oh my goodness, it was just this little girl and she was like 14. And she's like, this MacBook is for sending messages, this MacBook is for receiving messages, and this MacBook is for my emails. That's what it gives. That's what it's
I
giving.
hate that girl.
I hate her. So we have the S24 Ultra.
That's a good camera.
Yeah, that's the camera that we're recording on right now. We have a Fold 5 and we have 2 iPhone 13s. The Fold 5 is my regular phone. This is my.
My business phone.
We won't talk about these 2 phones. And then that one's just. for
Why
the
are they
pod.
stuck together?
That one's so sticky. This phone right here has like. How much space is in there? I've maxed it out. It has 127 out of 128 gigs.
All Pornhub.
All porn.
Hell yeah.
No, not Pornhub. Actually,
Oh, you wild. You getting dirty?
no, because Pornhub is blocked.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you have
They
to,
did it
you have
again?
to set up an account now.
It's
They
blocked.
did it again?
Yeah.
But not here. For some reason, my IP address in here, I get porn all day.
That's right.
You're like
Fuck you, Mike
greenlit
Braun.
at-
Fuck you.
At Pornhub, they're like, we got to let this IP on here. There's too much volume moving in and out of this computer.
We're making so much money off of this guy.
Damn it, the lights are going out this month. Get Steve back online.
So, like, I only search things on this phone because my search history on the other phone is just
Has you on
wild.
too many watch lists.
Like, I already get judged.
The
by
FBI
things
knows
I say.
everything about that phone.
I'm okay. I'm okay if they know. I just don't want my friends to know.
No, but then the real question is, what's on this mystery phone? If that's your porn FBI watch list phone, and that's not even the most secretive phone,
Greg,
what the fuck is
Stop
going
on
on?
your head. You don't want to know.
Just fucking stop before I fucking mute you right
Isn't
fucking now.
the stream just goes dead?
You want to know what happened to Cam?
Exactly.
I guess we will intro it. Welcome to the 10th episode of the Entertainment Panel. I am your host, Swill. Guys, go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Joe.
I'm gonna go with Benny Boy since Greg's here.
Are you
Benny
saying
boy, what's that mean?
Oh well, my middle name's Benjamin, but I use Benny Boy as like my email, and Sam knows. My buddy Sam knows who Benny Boy is.
Are you a Bulls fan?
I am.
Oh, Benny the Bull.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
I thought I'd throw it out there.
There you go.
Remember we knew a guy, we used to call him the bull because he fucked older women.
What?
Yes.
He fucked moms.
Yes.
Who?
And his name was Ben.
He had a name. But
And he worked
First
at
one,
our,
last one,
and
sometimes middle.
he worked at our establishment.
he did.
What? See, this is why I hate because I'm the last one to know shit.
He did.
I'm always the last one, and everybody's Greg. You didn't know? Like,
Yeah,
no,
he was
I
It's
don't.
kind of like a department thing.
just
Yeah.
out there fucking moms, so we called him the bull.
Yeah.
Well,
He was the bull.
well,
What a bull.
I hope he's still out there bulling.
I talked to him the other week.
Bull down, Chicago. No, that's bear down.
His grandma comes in and she's really, really nice. That's Baba. Baba's really nice.
oh, really?
Yeah, Baba's cool. Baba's really cool. Nah, not like that. Don't start.
I
Your,
mean, you.
don't start your shit. Leave it alone.
What's
Leave
the
it.
opposite of a
Is she old enough yet
cradle
for you?
robber?
Or?
She's right about there.
Is that a grave robber?
He's like,
Yeah, right.
She's in that. She's in that age
Snapper.
range.
We didn't let her introduce herself.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm Danielle.
It's like, fine, go.
Yeah.
All right, anyways.
We got a new addition to the group.
All right. And then there is
Naked Greg.
Greg's naked.
Bye, Aaron. Love you. Be safe.
Greg also has no genitalia. He's like a Barbie doll.
He's so smooth down there.
It's like rollerblading.
Just knock on it.
Hell yeah.
All right. So, couple things that went down. I guess we'll start into some of the topics. We were talking about what we were watching and also some things coming out. So I guess take it away, Benny, on BeetleJuice.
Yeah. So BeetleJuice. It's called BeetleJuice BeetleJuice. It's
Original.
No,
What do you think the third one's going to be called?
No idea.
BeetleJuice.
There he is.
Hey, I'm trademarking that right now. All right.
I think it already is. Isn't that what she says 3 times for him to appear?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's not,
guy.
But it's not the title.
What we're
though.
talking about.
Oh, I've never
Have
seen
you never?
it.
Wait, you've never seen Beetlejuice?
You suck.
Okay, you don't know this. You probably do, but I grew up super religious, so
Oh,
I didn't
that's
get a
right.
chance to
Watch all these.
And how many years ago was that?
fuck your face.
I'm just saying.
And it's crazy because I've done so much salacious
Well-
shit since
well,
I've been an
it's-
adult, and I just never doubled
well,
back for being.
I don't think there's
Well-
any like bucket
Steve-
list of like going YOLO in life where I gotta fucking watch Beetlejuice.
But it's also not a kids movie. It's not
No.
like, oh, I missed the time in my life when
No.
everyone watches Beetlejuice. Like it's
No.
an adult movie.
It's a cinematic piece, though.
Absolutely.
Right.
Sure.
It was also a show, a cartoon.
You remember
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and I remember her saying Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
Oh, I totally forgot that was a cartoon show.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, because actually a good story about that. So they were gonna do Beetlejuice 2, and they didn't. Tim Burton decided to do other projects, so they didn't go ahead and do it. So to keep people entertained and to be more alive, to keep people entertained about Beetlejuice, they decided to do an animated series on it, and it did, I think, a couple seasons, and then it kind of just died out.
But is it canon?
It's not canon. It's like It's like kind of like a continuation, pretty much. I mean, it has Beetlejuice, all the original characters, but all animated.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So now you have a movie and 2 seasons of a cartoon to watch first.
no, you don't. You don't have to watch
I
the
know, I'm
cartoon.
kidding.
But I mean, it is on Max if you have Max.
Isn't Wednesday in it?
No. Dude,
Do you mean
that's
the actress who plays?
Are you talking about Ortega?
Yeah.
No, she's not in that one.
Wasn't she supposed to be?
She's in this. She's in the new one.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. Yes.
She wasn't
Yeah.
born for
She
this.
wasn't
that's what
born.
I'm
Yeah,
saying.
she wasn't even alive back then.
I'm not watching
I
that
was
one.
co-
I want
well-
to watch Jenna Ortega.
Well, you got to watch the
You gotta
first
watch
one. You got to
both.
watch the first one to understand the second one. You do.
I mean, not necessarily. I feel like it's kind of one of those like redundant things where it's like you could
But-
probably pick up the details, but it's like it's
But-
good to know the first one.
exactly. 'cause
You're talking about for the new Beetlejuice?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we don't know what the storyline's going to be. It
Well,
could be a continuation.
I'm pretty sure it was. I mean, from the trailer I saw,
It looks-
It was
it's-
like it was like the her name? She was the Stranger Things mom.
Oh, the actress you mean?
yeah.
Winona Ryder?
Yeah, Winona.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like her. Like she's grown up, right? And then
Yeah.
like she's like going, and she has a
Right.
kid, and so she has to like save her kid.
But I
somehow.
think
That's, like, the
what
dramatic
starts
idea.
it off is the funeral, which
Spoiler alert, he didn't see the first one. But also, you should just see the first one.
You should.
It's like
No,
an
no,
hour
no.
and a half probably. And
Remember,
it's great.
I'm Mr. Know the Whole Story guy. So, like to know the whole story before I watch it.
Yeah, it's totally worth it.
Yeah.
Well, I was
It
just
is-
going to
it
say
is-
the
it is-
exact
it is-
opposite. You should be able to just go in and go, I'm at the movie now.
and it's
Just
only
go,
like
"What's going
and
on?"
it's-
Just scream that
and
out
it
loud in the
kinda-
theater.
It kind of puts it. I mean, it like the first one was iconic. It kind of puts it in perspective of kind of like when you die, like where do you go? Like, are you
Right.
you going like you're in that median where you're like you don't know like what do they call it, like it's
Purgatory.
yeah
Yeah.
purgatory pretty much, and that's how they are. And then but it's on Max. Watch it, Steve, so you kind of understand. But
I watched the first one too because
Yeah.
I usually watch like the first 10
Yeah.
minutes of a porn before they get into it. So this is,
Wow, I did not realize the new one comes out in like 2
yeah,
weeks.
that's why I wanted to talk about it.
Oh shit! I assumed it was coming out like around Halloween.
No.
And I was thinking, when I do my Halloween outdoor movie night thing, I was thinking, we can watch the first Beetlejuice movie. It'll be timely.
is everyone in the room invited to that thing, or is that just something that I know about?
Fuck.
Am I invited to this thing?
You will be this year.
Out of awkwardness and complicity.
But I'm excited because I'm excited that they brought back Michael Keaton and they brought back Tim Burton to direct it, because I don't think anybody else could do the movie but them two. Iconic.
Yeah.
Was he the original Beetlejuice?
Uh-huh.
Michael Keaton?
Yep.
Yeah.
That guy.
Yep.
He's back. Keaton's
Is he?
back. I mean, he's doing some roles. I mean,
Well, he
this
came
one-
back with Birdman,
Yeah.
and didn't he win? Did he win, or did the movie win for best something or another?
I'm not
Either
100%
best picture,
sure.
or he won for like best lead. I'll look it up.
But
You talk amongst yourselves.
but at the same time, I mean, he was in the Flash movie, DC Flash movie as Batman, the original.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And that was my Batman. That everybody else's Batman is different, but that was my Batman.
I literally had this written down and I didn't put it on the board, but I wanted to ask you guys who your favorite Batman was.
Oh, Michael Keaton all day.
Because there's literally like 4 Batmans out right now.
Yeah.
There's
There's Michael Keaton, there is
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck,
Bale.
Christian Bale,
Yeah.
and then now it's
Well, Christian Bale isn't coming back, so
Patterson?
yeah.
Robert
Robert
Pattinson.
Robert Pat, which a lot of people
I don't like his Batman.
I did.
Not my hashtag not my Batman.
No, he's not particularly my Batman, but I did like how he pursued the role
Emo
and
Batman.
how maybe that's what he wanted to go. Maybe that's where they wanted to take it. I don't know.
Do they all do the Batman voice?
Yes.
Does he? Does the
Yeah, he does, but he doesn't say I'm Batman.
is she?
He says I'm
There you go.
the new one. He goes I'm vengeance.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, he's a vigilante.
Yeah.
He's
he-
vengeance, is what he says.
Yeah, and he shoots people. He uses
Yeah.
guns.
What?
What?
You
That's
haven't-
like so against Batman. That's like
That-
not
yeah, that
Batman
feels like
to
off
me.
Batman.
But no,
Yeah.
but no,
He just
but,
carries an AR now, and he has
No.
no tools, and he
No,
just mows
but-
down criminals.
Sniper, and he's just pot shots at people on the highway.
This
I'm
the new
vengeance. I don't fucking know.
I
He just
killed
starts
people.
spraying.
I have a serious problem.
so the
I'm on well. I'll
so-
be honest.
So the new Batman, they pursued more his year one as Batman, and also two,
Is
they
that,
brought
born to like
Well, this is
Baby.
year one. Him becoming Batman. Him
When he
trying
was
to
a pussy with a gun.
He's still a baby. He doesn't do a lot of vigilante right now. It's-
No, he did do some fighting in this one, but
He did.
But it went more pursuing his detective side, and
Yeah.
that's what Batman really was a great detective. He wasn't just a billionaire that had a lot of money, that had the gadgets. Yes, that was great, but he knew how to break cases and help Jim Gordon on being a savior, you know what I mean, being that vigilante to help the Gotham, stop crime and all that. So I did like the part where it was more not kicking ass, it was more the detective
Taking
side.
names.
Right.
looking up the names.
Because if you think about
Googling names.
the only Batman you could think of he was more detective side was Michael Keaton's Batman.
Right.
And then they decided, oh, well, we want to bring the more, fighting Batman. And that's where Christian Bale and Ben Affleck came in that situation.
Around the room real quick. Favorite Batman?
Christian Bale.
Okay.
Because he's the only one I could name offhand.
All right.
I honestly don't remember Ben Affleck as Batman, but I just love Ben Affleck.
He's available. Yeah, they're getting a divorce as of yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
him as Daredevil. So,
Oh.
Those little red tights. Yeah. Yeah.
well, honestly though, I probably would have to say Christian Bale. Like he was very depressed, but he was
I'm Batman. I'm like, God damn. Okay. Relax.
I would say, as someone who hasn't seen most of the Batman movies or most of the actors who
Christian
played them,
Bale.
Christian Bale.
Of course.
Because I've seen that trilogy. I haven't seen any of the other ones. So.
George Clooney.
Oh.
He's my favorite Batman.
Oh.
I heard
You
the
know
new
what?
Riddler kind of sucked. The one where he's wearing like a poncho or something.
Actually, I liked his Riddler.
Yeah.
Because he was asking people all the questions, the riddles, and then they were like, hold on. And then they would Google it. And then they would just, and they'd be like, oh, it's this one. He'd be like,
foiled again.
foiled by the smartphone.
And I even forgot about this one, which he wasn't my favorite, but I did like him as Batman, Val Kilmer.
Oh my God, I forgot he was Batman.
Yeah. I did like him as Batman. I mean, I didn't like that they changed like the vehicles and all that. I did like the OG vehicle, Michael Keaton's Batmobile, Batwing, I wish they would have kept it that way, but I understand.
How many Batmans did he do? Just Batman Forever, right?
Just Batman Forever.
And he was just like-
and then George Clooney. No, and then George Clooney jumped on Batman and Robin. Yeah.
Okay.
And then that's the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger as
I want to see a
Mr.
Vespa
Freeze.
mobile.
oh yeah, he's
What is
like
that?
the
Batman have a Vespa.
the Froze guy,
Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze.
Yeah. And then there
That
was
was such a sad story. I mean, that's such a sad villain, Mr.
but
Freeze.
but
Yeah,
I did like, I don't know if anybody watched The Flash, the new Flash movie. I did like the ending where he thought he did fix everything, and then at the end fucking George Clooney comes out as Bruce Wayne. I was like, that couldn't have been any better. And then he's like, what the fuck? Did I fuck this shit up again? Because he was expecting like Ben Affleck's Batman to come back. But it was cool to see. It was a good movie. To me, it was a good movie. I understand everybody doesn't like Ezra Miller because all the stuff that he did, which I no, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying the guy
What did he do?
oh, he choked.
He kidnapped a girl.
And then he choked a fan, and then like
Okay,
yeah.
this is
gain
who?
some respect back.
Well,
the kidnapping is no good, but
This is
choking
who?
a fan is like, hey,
This
man.
isn't new. This is
Get
stuff
to
that
it.
this is stuff that he was doing while the movie was being
Who's
made.
he?
Ezra Miller as the Flash.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
Why did he choke the fan? Was it like a Ron Artest situation?
I mean,
Just
He did
running
a
up
bunch
that.
of other weird shit,
no,
too.
he did, and it's sad that movie could have been great, but
He like groomed a girl.
yeah,
And kidnapped her.
goodness.
Yeah.
It's not funny. I'm
It's
not
not
saying
funny.
it's funny.
No.
I'm
That's
just
I never watched
How did
the
such
film.
like a terrible thing get such a gentle name?
if you can like,
Ezra?
I would,
Grooming.
I would,
it's a Bible.
Oh, I
and
see.
I would say for me, if you can, I mean, it's hard to forget all that shit, but if you just watch the movie and not worry about all the stuff that Ezra Miller did, he did do good in that movie. like he
Why doesn't? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
he pursued Flash really good, and I did like. And the only reason why I did watch it was because Michael Keaton was coming back as the OG Batman. You know what I mean? It was cool to see him in the suit again. And he did do good. Like
This. Sorry, in my head, I'm like, so was the kidnapping worth getting Michael Keaton back as Batman?
Well, that's why they thought.
Was it an inside
No.
job? How high up does this go?
I like I said, I think that's why
I don't want to put him on the screen. He's scary.
No. Put him up on the screen because I was going to say
Ezra Miller?
No.
Because I'm looking at him. I've never seen this guy before. I'd never heard of this guy.
Oh, you've never seen him? Okay, well then maybe
He
put
looks
him
like
up
somebody
first.
who, if I was a cop, I'd be like, hey, step over here, buddy. I got a couple questions.
Well, what I was going to say is what they could do in terms of the Flash is they could replace Ezra Miller, who looks
yeah.
like that,
Oh.
with Barry Keoghan,
who looks like this.
who looks just like him.
Oh yeah, he's a good actor.
He looks
Oh my goodness.
just
Yes.
like him.
Are they the same?
It's like the
No, but people
Great
obviously-
Value version.
No.
except not
Look
gonna
how
kidnap
similar
a
they
woman.
are.
Yeah.
And one of them is Barry
Oh, yeah.
Keoghan is like an up and coming, really good
he's
actor,
really-
highly sought
he
after.
is a really good actor. He is a really good actor.
Look at that, easy.
Absolutely.
Just like fake his death and just plug him right in and pretend.
You don't
nothing
even
happened.
have to. You don't
No.
have to CGI or anything.
no, he would be perfect.
And he's in. Oh, it's Marvel versus DC all over again.
Oh, 'cause
But
he
this
in
was
the
also
Eternals.
a movie that didn't do well because no one knew any of these. There were like characters that were non-existent.
I do want to play something for you guys.
What?
I'm just gonna play it.
Oh please.
Wait. Let me find it.
I swear to God, if it's another 17-minute long video about some escaped slave,
When judgment comes for you, when judgment comes for you, what you
gonna do?
I
love it.
Comes for you,
I'm gonna
Just wait for it.
I should have put the party. This is on for the Charlie. And the buffet splash money. And I'm gonna miss everybody. I'm out the eye. Looking them up to the prior. Can't fight this opportunity for me to say. Please stay purposely. Stop it up, please, but up and please. And a bit blah blah blah.
is that Will Sasso?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, it's not. But I
Yes,
mean,
dude.
what is it actually?
It's AI.
Oh, AI. Okay. Because Will Sasso could have totally done that video too. Just
God.
all the mumbling.
He's double.
What was like the source for it?
It was Bone Thugs and Harmony. What's the name of the song?
Crossroads.
Crossroads.
That
Jeez.
and that would be that's dead on right there. That is dead on right there.
Dude, AI is wild.
Everybody, I'm out the eye. Looking them up to the prior.
But let's get back
Danny
to
DeVito come in.
let's get back to Beetlejuice.
BeetleJuice to bed.
Round and round we go.
Here we go. But I'm excited to see it. September, I think it's September 5th it comes out.
6, I think it's.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, whatever.
Well,
September.
yeah. But it's good to see, like I said, Michael Keaton back in his role, because they could have just, as Hollywood does, they could have just fucked it all up and revamped it with different actors. I mean, Ortega would have still been a good part of that movie.
I want that girl.
I know you do. I know you do. Everybody does. Everybody does. I mean, like I said, it's right now in Hollywood, it's Ortega and Austin Butler right now.
Well, isn't it confusing that she's going to be in Beetlejuice, but she also plays Wednesday? Like, there's.
But she's perfect for that movie, though.
I know, but it just seems like.
But they won't cross
That-
ever.
no.
So
No, I know, but I'm just
They won't
saying
cross
there's such
roads.
similar.
Everybody.
But I'm just saying, like, there's similar, not stories, but similar genres. She's playing a similar looking character. Like, I don't know. It just seems a little confusing. But also,
if
Winona
any-
Ryder is in both of them, right? Wasn't she in the show Wednesday?
I don't recall her being in Wednesday.
I thought my wife said that Winona Ryder was in Wednesday.
I mean, if they do, then I mean it's perfect because Wednesday did really good, and so
Wait,
just
would she have been the only person I thought it would be like the therapist, but I don't think that was Winona.
No, I don't think it was. I think it was the original Wednesday? Who played the original Wednesday?
Oh,
I don't remember her name, but it was the original Wednesday. She was like the therapist or like the teacher. I forgot what it was.
Which one? There's two different.
I don't know if it was the teacher or was the therapist, but she played. She was the original Wednesday from the movie.
yeah, you're right.
original.
She's not in Wednesday.
Yeah.
I should just look up Wednesday. It'd be quicker.
Joe, come on.
While we're doing that, Kraven.
I'm mixed.
Christina Ricci.
There it is. I'm getting mixed feelings on that one.
So just really quick for you guys who don't know, Kraven is a character in the Spider-Man universe.
Yeah.
Spider-Man is currently owned by Marvel, but Marvel doesn't own like all of Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Sony
Sony
kind of owns a little bit of it. So you have these,
Sony owns the majority of Spider-Man. Marvel just takes the
Tom Holland character.
Tom Holland
So
yeah.
What?
yeah.
How can
Yeah.
you own part of the IP of the character?
So
you know
basically, what
what I mean?
happens is
shoulders up.
Sony owns the rights of Spider-Man, but Marvel kind of basically says, "Well, can you loan him to us, and you'll get you'll get the merchandise and the profits."
You got to think.
Okay, so they're
Spider-Man-
licensing him out.
Spider-Man first came out with Toby, what's his face?
And that was in
Maguire.
Sony. Yeah,
Yeah, that was before the Marvel universe. So Sony was
Right.
doing that
yeah.
before.
Sony owned a lot of the Marvel characters, and Spider-Man was one of the main ones that Sony owned and was making bank on.
Right. So now you have the Spider-Man universe, but now
Yeah.
Sony is still putting out one-off movies that are somehow in the same realm
Realm,
of universe.
yeah.
So you have Morbius, you have Venom, and then this
Yeah.
one is Kraven, and they're all in the other Spider-Man universe. Apparently, they're in the Amazing Spider-Man universe. With,
Yeah.
With what? Who's the actor for the Amazing Spider-Man? He's number 2. He's not Toby, and he's not Tom Holland.
Fuck.
There was another Spider-Man.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
was another trilogy of Spider-Mans that came in between Toby.
Oh yeah.
What?
Garfield.
Oh,
Yeah.
Andrew
Garfield.
Garfield.
Andrew
Yeah, yeah,
Garfield.
yeah. Okay.
Garfield. Yep.
So they're all in Andrew Garfield's world.
Yeah.
Yeah. And apparently Andrew Garfield is now part of the MCU, but he has his own world to go
Yeah.
back to.
That's so convoluted. That's why I just stick to straightforward things like Star Wars that has like 11 movies and 14 TV shows. It's easy to follow.
Well, it's just because if Marvel could, but Marvel doesn't want to pay Sony the amount of money they want for Spider-Man.
Yeah. They'll pay
And
for the
it's-
whole Marvel
Yeah.
and Disney and all that other
Yeah,
shit.
but it's like for Spider-Man, it's in the billions.
Well, I still don't know why there's multiple universes. I feel like that's anti-universe.
Well,
I think it's a storyline device where they can do whatever the fuck they want.
Right.
And be like, oh, it's a multiverse.
But
like universe.
yeah, but the
Greg,
like
you can't be naked and be doing this at the same time.
No, I'll poke
but
and
but
Well, you can do it. It just makes me feel.
but at the same
very
time,
comfortable.
don't tell my probation officer.
But at the same time, it's in the comics, like multiverses and stuff like that. That's just how it is. Especially if you ever watched when you were a kid, the Spider-Man cartoon series
Yeah.
on Fox.
Yeah.
If you ever watched the
Spidey
towards the
and
last, no, not Spidey and Friends. It was a Spider-Man series on Fox for
Yeah,
cartoon.
and there was
at
an
the
episode
end
where
it was like the finale and where they went to different universes and got different
Yeah,
Spider-Mans.
and that
And
kind of
that-
also introduces Madame Web. Who
Yeah,
also
Madame
had
Web, yeah.
Now the thing is with these Fox movies is they fail hard.
Yeah.
Madame Web was
Yeah,
terrible.
terrible.
Morbius was terrible.
Terrible. And that's
Steve,
why
can you put Black Space Guy on TV? And I'm sure he's got like an interview where he talks about the Marvel universes.
Black Space Guy.
I know Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Exactly. Just get him up here.
I hate that I knew that.
We went from incredibly racist to the whitest guy I've ever.
Black Space Guy.
You know
Neil
exactly.
deGrasse
You're gonna
Tyson.
see
You know who
him,
that is.
and you're gonna.
Oh, you mean that guy? I
Yeah.
thought you were talking about the other Neil.
Armstrong?
What adjectives would you use to describe
Neil
that man?
Armstrong.
No, the Neil that was on Malcolm in the Middle.
What?
no,
You know who I'm talking about?
Nah, and I love Malcolm
I know
in the
it.
Middle.
I know what Steve is
You talking about Stevie?
Neil from Malcolm in the Middle.
You talking about the kid in the wheelchair, Stevie?
Neil Patrick Harris.
He was not a Malcolm
Neil
in the
Patrick
Middle.
Harris is
thought that's-
somehow
That's-
Black Space Guy.
That's a Masterson brother.
I know. I thought that guy, and I didn't think of.
Oh boy.
I know who you're talking about, but I don't like that guy.
Oh,
he's-
brother.
I'm not saying I like him either, but I'm saying if there's anybody who knows about universes,
I'm the smartest nigga in my house.
Well, Neil deGrasse Tyson
yes,
ain't
sir.
here. So
Huh?
Neil deGrasse Tyson isn't here. So
If I put him on the TV, he's here.
okay, that's fair. I forgot how TVs work.
right.
My bad.
I'm up and down with it just because Sony's done so many awful.
It's gonna suck.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna
The only one that did decent was Venom, and that was the first one.
Yeah,
The
and
second
the
one I
other
didn't
one-
care. Yeah, the second one I really didn't care, and I'm still gonna go see it, but I don't see this third one doing.
The trailer on the third one looked like trash.
It did.
When does Kraven come out?
Comes out next month or no November, I think.
Is it Tom Hardy?
No, that's not Tom. Tom
Hardy
Hardy
is
is Venom.
Venom.
Yeah.
So who's
This one,
Kraven?
Kraven. What's
Some
the
other
actor?
white guy.
No.
Oh, wait a second.
He's
Kraven-
from Kick-Ass.
Craven's in the Spider-Man game that I played.
Yeah,
Yes.
but yeah,
He's the big guy
he's
who
the
like
hun-
has Hunter.
He's a hunter.
Okay.
So basically,
come on,
Oh,
it's
I
the
know
game
who he
that
is.
Joe played. Everybody knows
ba-
what we're talking about.
So basically, Kraven is.
He did.
So
Naked Greg.
So basically, Kraven is he's basically a hunter. But he hunts like game, or he always wants to find the next big hunt. And Spider-Man basically comes in his view, and he realizes that he's going to be his biggest hunt.
Comes right in his view. Just with his web.
Yeah.
Well, because
Yeah.
he's like a trophy hunter, right? Like
Yeah,
he's not
trophy
actually like he's not
hunter.
like
No.
a he's just
No.
like he's like I want that pretty thing and
Yeah.
it's gonna be on my wall.
I
Right.
want that pretty Spider-Man
I
boy.
want that. Exactly.
Pretty Spider-Man boy.
Where is Cam, anyways?
He did text
hold
me.
on.
Did he really?
He said, "I told you I would try to make it."
He said try.
Yeah.
And they ain't try for shit.
That's what I said before. It's like, dude, get in your fucking car and drive.
This is what I think about Cam.
You could.
The hours you claim
This
to be
is
working
what you gotta
don't
do to
add
try.
up to the times on your pay stub. Are you spending time and having sexual
that.
intercourse with another woman? You said no. The lie detector determined that was a lie.
So the cast is pretty good. I mean, the main character who plays Kraven, Aaron Taylor Johnson. I don't know if
Jonathan Taylor Thomas is that his brother.
I don't trust people with
So-
Is that how
names.
names work?
No,
I don't trust
but,
people with
I
three
mean,
names.
I'm
Hey,
pretty.
welcome to Black Space Man.
I mean, have you? have you guys ever seen Kick-Ass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's the main character of Kick-Ass.
He
The
is-
little girl.
No, not the fucking girl, dude.
Oh, okay.
God damn it, Joe. You had one
Jesus.
fucking job
Now
to do.
you know what, Joe?
Get your
No.
hair cut like that.
And they got Russell Crowe.
acting all
Only I'm a
reckless.
goofball.
Wow.
Whoa.
So and they also got
We're through two topics. We've been here for like an hour.
I know.
and they also got Russell Crowe in there. So he's
Really?
yeah. He's like the dad. He's like the father, basically.
I like Russell.
Yeah, he's good.
Love is Blind. Tell us about it.
Yeah, Love is Blind UK. I have seen everything that's out.
I thought it was your topic.
It was
It's
kind of.
not. I just also
It was
like
definitely
it.
eyeballed over.
Have you
too,
seen it?
though.
I have. Not the
Okay.
UK version, but I have seen Love is Blind.
I'm sorry.
Oh, well, then
I
I'll
just
keep this spoiler free.
Yeah,
But
please
yeah, my wife watches Love is Blind, and I always tell her, tag me in when they get to the episodes where they meet the family, because that's awkward as hell, and I love it. And then when they have the wedding,
Drama.
because that's also awkward as hell. And people are sometimes like, nah, and they just walk away.
Yeah.
And the whole family's
So
like,
what is Love is Blind?
oh, you don't even know what the show is?
I feel like I go to a different high school
Yeah.
because I know who BeetleJuice is. I know Joaquin Phoenix, Rush Hour.
And
Those are
that's
the
why
only
we
words
picked you
on there
for
I
this
know.
podcast. Because
I'm
we
looking
figured,
at this and I go, entertainment. And I'm like, I haven't watched a fucking new TV show. in
and
like,
Steve said, hey, Greg, do you watch TV shows, movies, or music? None of that. Perfect. We'll have you on the podcast.
saddle up, partner. Are you also nude? Fully nude right now?
Fully nude. Do you want to be on camera? No, I don't wear clothes. Perfect.
No genitalia.
Can we mic him up?
Yeah. But it flows. It flows. Everything flows. It
Well,
flows.
it's
It works
interesting
so
because
well.
everything that we're saying, he's like, what? And he's like genuinely has questions.
You need that guy.
I know. I'm saying it's an
Yeah,
interesting
that's true.
perspective.
Absolutely.
But anyway, Love is Blind is a dating show on Netflix, reality show,
Like Flavor of Love.
just like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of the classics.
Just like Flavor of Love. And they put a whole bunch of men and a whole bunch of women in pods, like literally one-on-one pod. They're just in like a 10 by 10 room or something like that.
Like speed dating,
Not
pretty much.
even.
It's bigger
like,
than
it's
that.
Like it's well, I wouldn't say it was bigger. I mean, because they have like just like a couch, and then they have like little miscellaneous like hobby things like on the sidewalls,
Just for
and, like,
decor.
Just
I mean-
for decor,
And then
but
they can play
also-
games and stuff?
Yeah, like
that's
and then
true.
like the one
This
girl,
room right here, if this is the
So-
square.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
the
and then
room is
there's the couch.
divided and
Let
they
me-
can't see who
let
they're
me-
talking to. They're only talking to them, but they can't see them. So love is blind. It's the idea that like
so
you develop
Love is Blind.
Oh, you
but-
don't know the shows either?
No, but what I'm coming along what you guys are saying. So they're basically speed dating through.
Yes.
and they don't know who they're talking to.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, but
Okay.
it's
And-
they do this. They're in the pods for what, like at least a week or something. I don't watch the pod episodes.
Well, okay, so like with the pods, it's like they kind of like talk to different people. Like you don't just get matched up. Like you get to
Right.
like talk to different people and
Okay.
get to sort through. Like, oh, do I like this person? I'm crossing Nancy off my list. I don't like Nancy, and then they go on.
Nancy
and then,
sucks, dude.
she's just the worst.
Sounds like a
But,
bitch with a name like that.
Yeah, I don't think they really put like a time. I think because the show is compressed, they don't really label the time. But I think
Okay.
Yeah.
there might be like you only get like 3 weeks to get to know them, and then you get 1 week to be in person, and then you get married.
So are
that's
they
kind
like
of the
living
idea.
there, or like what's
Yeah,
the,
so
what's
they
the
have
twist?
they have quarters. So the women all this is the drama.
women's
So
quarters?
the women have their quarters and the men have theirs, and so you don't know who you're living next to is dating, and they could be dating the same person you're dating, and you don't know.
Which led to a really hilarious moment in the latest season of the US version. Have you seen that one? Mm-hmm. Okay, so this I think this woman was talking about this guy that she's like decided that she's falling in love with. You probably know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I love this guy.
And she's like, "Oh my God, he's so nice. We're falling in love, blah blah." And she's like, "He told me," and I don't remember what the line was or what the story was, but she's telling this story. He told me this and this and this, and then the girl next to her goes, "He told me the exact same thing." And then she's like, "What?" And they find out.
I think the thing he told her is that she was the only he'll leave here right now.
The
with
only
her.
one that I've like had a connection with, and I
Yeah.
will leave this show right now to be with you, and
Yeah.
blah blah blah. And it was the exact same thing he told the other chick, and they're
And-
both like, "What the fuck?"
Made a connection with her dads and was asking her about her dad. They come to find out he was saying the exact same shit to.
But Netflix,
He's just cycling through them. Send the next one in.
yeah.
You're the only one for me. I
only
love
one-
you
right.
forever.
Right.
Send her.
So Netflix edited it in a perfect way where you only see the interaction of the one girl, them having that interaction, and then when they are in the quarters, they show the other girl talking about it. So the viewer is also like, "Wait a second, this is the same story," and it was so funny.
Wow.
And then I think they called him out on it eventually.
Yeah, they call him out and he was just left.
Yeah, and then he just fucked
Like
right
left the
off.
show.
Well, he didn't get picked by anybody, so
Well, yeah,
But
when you play like
so
that.
they do this for like what, a week or 2 weeks or whatever. Then they eventually like decide like if
who
they
they like.
want to live with this person, or if they propose, right? Isn't that how it goes?
Yeah,
they
They
propose.
literally propose marriage
Yeah.
to them, and they say, "All right, cool." Then they live together. There's a honeymoon phase or something for like
Is the
That's like a
living
week.
together, is this like
week.
with eyes?
yeah.
seeing
Then
each
they
other?
finally see
Yeah.
each other.
You
they
get to
finally
like live in the same quarters, like sleep in the same bed, like you get to know
Damn.
each other.
So do they ever like get proposed and then see each other and go like, look at this?
Yeah.
picture,
Yeah.
look at
Yes.
this."
Oh,
It,
yeah.
that's
it
what I was-
clearly has
that's-
happened
that's
because
what I
you've
was
seen
like-
some of the times when the doors open and you
they're
saw the
like,
person
"Huh."
like,
Well, because like think about it, you like even if you don't use your eyes to see someone, you're already we're pictorial like humans, you know. So we're
Yeah.
gonna make an image in our head,
Yeah.
and these people, some people don't
person-
sound the way they
Right.
look.
Right.
They just don't.
I.e. me. I sound like a 40-year-old white dude, and I look like
a 40-year-old black dude.
a 40-year-old white dude. I look like a 40-year-old white dude's worst nightmare.
And then what makes it even worse, your name is Steve.
Yeah, just Steve.
The most generic name.
Yeah, no.
Can I talk to you about your technology?
That's actually happened when I put my when I first wanted to move to Indiana. I was going through dealerships that I wanted to work at, and I put my resume out, and pretty impressive resume. I hadn't been in management for a couple of years, and so I go to walk in to the place where I got hired to before sight unseen, I guess, and he has my resume on his wall, and I walk in, and he goes, Yeah.
On the wall, like framed, like a creep.
No, like this guy.
Like a college
I've been waiting for you.
No, like I'm fucking hiring this guy. This guy's badass. I don't know if you knew this, but my career before I'm doing what I did now, I was a fucking badass, bro.
You were in UFC.
No.
Oh.
But I sold a lot of cars.
But he sold a lot of cars.
And then also I worked at the top dealership in the southwestern United States. So
Damn.
slinging those
So
Toyotas.
what happened?
We
What-
get it.
yeah, big dick, big dick. And then I went to that dealership and dominated. That dealership had.
So what was the resolution to the?
Oh, I walked in and I go to sit down, and he's like, "So who are you?" And mind you, I had a shaved head, shaved face.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, totally different.
First off, who reacts to anybody in a professional setting like that?
Who the fuck are you?
He said, "Who are you?"
Hey, can I help you out with something?
they literally, I said, hey, I'm here to see such and such. They say, go sit in his office, and I go sit in his office, and he walks in and goes, "Who are you?" And I go, "I'm that guy." And he looks at the resume, and he goes, "You're that guy?" And I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "Okay."
Because he thought he was getting a white.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Thought he was getting a white.
A white.
Yeah.
With an HWH. White.
I actually got
the tricky
fired.
part of buying them sight unseen. You just really closing your eyes, reaching in the grab bag, and
I caused a lot
Hey,
of trouble at that
Hey,
dealership.
hey, Steve. Your reaction? Were you like, I get that a lot.
Well, I understood. I was like, okay, I'm in Indiana, like for real. Like I'm for
Oh, yeah.
real in Indiana. Like
That was the moment.
you in here?
it really set in because I lived in Cedar Lake at the time, and every time, I went home, and then I went to the gas station, and I was kind of like, and someone was like, "Are you lost?" I was like,
Oh, no.
"Here it goes."
We
And
got an escapee.
I got pulled over like 3 or 4 times just going through Crown Point. Yeah, it was great. It was like a really great welcome to Indiana month for me.
Damn.
Now, earlier in your story, you said when I wanted to move to Indiana. Did you mean have to move to Indiana?
No.
You chose this place?
Well, yeah, because you got to remember, I'm originally from Kalamazoo. I did not want to go back there.
What?
And this was like a step
Yeah.
up?
Yeah,
I disagree.
It was closer to to an airport that I could fly back and forth to because my daughter, So it was okay. I'm 45 minutes from O'Hare. I'm an hour and a half away from home. This works, and I had met someone who I moved back
There
with.
it is. There it is.
There it is. That's what Joe was waiting for.
It's not quite a
There it
silver
is.
medal situation. It's like a participation trophy.
Wow, Joe. Wow. You could have just asked him.
No, I wanted him to say it.
I know, but you could have just asked
Pull
him.
it out of you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Love is Blind, and then once they propose to each other, then they live with each other for a week, whatever,
Yeah.
to see if they like each other. Then the episodes I jump in for is when they take them to meet their respective families, and that's juicy.
That's saucy.
It's usually always the dad just like kind of staring them down.
I am so upset with all your life choices.
Well, but also too, it's like you don't like they're not doing this for a very long time at all. So it's
Right.
like, and most of these families don't even know that these people are going out and doing this like dating plan because it's
Yeah.
just
It's a
kind of like
ridiculous
because you
premise.
don't know if you're going to come out with someone or not. There's like a pool of I think like 25
Right.
people. We only see like 7 of them, 7
Yeah.
couples.
Right.
So it's like they really don't know, but when they come home, everyone knows.
Not knowing the concept real quick, because I've asked you this, but I haven't asked you guys this. Is that something that you guys would do?
No.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would.
I would too.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd be so down.
Depends like what the stakes are. Because I would want something
you
like
get
Life
married or not.
locked with someone. Yeah,
You
That's
literally
the
legally
stake.
get married.
like
That's the end game of the show.
There's a priest.
Legally.
Which I was going to bring up. So legally, you do get married at the end of the show if they choose. Like they have a whole wedding, which is the episodes we just watched. Was the wedding episode where they go up and they say, yes, no, whatever. I think that's just yes or no. I don't think there's whatever option. But anyway,
just see how it plays.
we'll see. But no, that's kind of the loophole that I was going to bring up. Is like they could just, even though they've only known each other for like a month, it's a ridiculous premise. I think that they're going to get married and last because none of them do in the show. Like
All of them do in that.
No.
They actually they
season
have
4 was it or season 3? Every 4 couples got married, 5 couples got married, and they stayed married.
How long ago was season 3?
There's only
like
hasn't
2
been-
months ago.
I think there's only been one couple that got divorced.
Of that season.
No, in Love is Blind.
No shot.
I promise you, no
I
one's
heard
gotten divorced.
arranged marriages have a higher success rate than like we're in love marriages.
yeah.
But I think that's got a whole nother layer of
No
the threat of
They don't get divorced on Love is Blind. I promise you. There's only been
But
one.
then we
I'm
have
pretty
the
sure there's
answer.
even a spin-off,
Love
though.
really is blind.
Love is so blind.
So blind.
It blinds you, that's for sure.
I mean,
Have you heard of any couples getting divorced afterwards?
I haven't. I've only seen people break it off before the wedding. Like
Right.
they usually
Yeah.
decide before the rings are on the finger.
I'll look it up. But anyway, my point is the loophole is that they could just say, "Oh, I'm not ready," and I don't want to spoil something, but in the UK version, that kind of happens where it seems like they were both like, "No, we're not ready," even though they went to the altar, they said no, but then they still hug and they're still like celebrating.
we can't
and
do
it's,
this.
and it's still like a wedding. Basically, they still basically have a wedding. Everyone's in a good mood, but they're like, maybe later we'll decide to get married. Well,
Yeah,
then that defeats the whole purpose of the show.
Well, no, there was another couple.
The whole point of the show is to like make people jump into marriage, and these people are like, nah, but maybe later.
I think every time when I've seen them say no, they usually end up dating outside of the show.
probably.
Yeah,
Most likely.
like Micah and
Well, that's a way healthier thing than being like, oh, hey, like
But
I'm
but
actually gonna get married to this
but
person.
At the same time, it is interesting. It is interesting. It's like, you go into that motion of getting to know that person and not seeing them eye to eye, and then finally, living with them, getting married. Maybe that's something I'd probably try out one. Maybe.
Well, the thing is, though, it's like when you think about it, it's like the physicality is like you can be like physically attracted to someone or not. But like when you have to live with them, what if the way that they brush their teeth sucks?
Yeah.
Like what if they leave the water running?
Yeah.
Like,
I felt personally attacked.
really?
Yeah.
Killing
Well, it
all
was
those
pointed at
turtles?
you.
Just joking. Oh, I didn't mean to.
By the
I
way,
just
you wanna
speak
know
with
your
my
answer?
hands.
I mean,
A bunch of turtles. I looked over there. I was like, where are the turtles?
but I mean, what
This part of town has a lot of turtle traffic.
I mean, what's the difference? What's the difference between that or actually real life is where people do that? And, they're together for a long time and then they go, well, it's time to move in.
I'd rather live with someone on Netflix's dime than mine.
That's true.
Yeah.
What are they getting paid?
The thing is like I always wondered like because when they go back to like the pods to live together, they usually live in their home city, and so they can work. But who has 3 weeks to just go live in pods? Like I don't get that much PTO.
How awkward would that be to be talking to people at work and be
Well,
like, so what's new with you? I'm marrying a woman through a cloth that I just met.
Right.
I have a number for you, by the way.
Oh, go
Do
ahead,
it.
Joe.
Share it.
Do it.
As of the season 6 reunion, 11 couples in total have gotten married.
Holy shit.
9 of them divorced.
What?
No.
9 out of the 11.
Stats.
Only 2 of them are together.
Damn.
Only
Wait.
2 couples, and they both got pregnant.
Oh, the pregnant couple stay together.
I don't think that's correct.
You
So all
telling me
the-
cosmopolitan.com is wrong?
Yes,
Yes.
100%.
Because that there was that one season when there was like 4 couples and they all got married and they're all still together. Like I know those couples.
Because I could be wrong, but I thought there was a spin-off of Where They Are Now kind of thing, where like
Right.
they like looked into their lives and like, how's things going?
Yeah.
Is love really blind? And they
And they're
said
all
it
divorced.
is.
They all say that was the worst decision of my life.
Where is she? Is what that sounded like.
Have you seen, 90 Day Fiance?
As of March
Yeah.
2024.
Have you seen the one with the Asian chick and the fat white guy who doesn't have a neck?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of memes about him, but I didn't actually finish the series, like the season for that one.
What show is that?
I was kind of 90 Day Fiance.
Oh, I love that show.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah. I would totally do that. I'm down to do that. I was planning to go on a trip to do that this year.
Really?
Yeah.
Were you like
That'd be cool.
scouted?
I was going. That was when I was going to Macedonia.
Yeah, I read it backwards.
No.
Were you going to be a mail order husband?
You read it backwards.
Yeah.
No, I was going to be no. She was going to be.
So
a
you read it backwards?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, good
told
job,
you.
Joe.
Yeah.
Good job.
It's worded in a weird
Fuck
way.
that one up, huh?
Just
So Cosmopolitan's not
Because
wrong,
it says
Joe is.
only 9.
Cosmopolitan has never been wrong.
Apparently so.
It says out of the 11 couples that got
Sophisticated
married,
company.
only 9 are together now.
right. So that means only 2.
No, I get that now. But the but only, and I was like, oh wow. And I thought it said but only 9, but 9 aren't together now.
So what do you owe me?
Because it's weird to start with but.
Say it.
I was
Say
wrong.
it. No, I'm sorry, Steve.
I'm sorry, Steven.
All right, cool.
I'm so sorry.
Don't whisper in my ear.
Siding daddy.
Whisper more.
So this is not on topic, but I was gonna bring up. There's this show that I watched where these couples who were like on the fringe of like not ever being together, like we're gonna break up. They would go, and I don't remember the name right now, but they would go, and then all these couples would be single. And they would date each
The
other's...
Ultimatum.
Ultimatum. Yeah.
Ultimatum. Yeah,
Yeah.
that one.
That was great.
That one I watched. I watched that one
yeah.
start
What
to
was so
finish.
good?
Ooh, huh?
What was so good about
It's
it?
so
Because
awkward.
It's so awkward,
Love
and then
it.
it's just so like flippy. It's just like you'll
Yeah.
think it's going one way, and then their emotions kick in, and it just goes sour so fast.
So the point of the ultimatum is you've been with someone for such a long time that they haven't proposed to you yet, that you give them the ultimatum of you either propose to me or we go on this show and we start dating other people. And that's supposed to make the person be like, oh, fuck, and get married, or they participate. So when they go on the show,
That makes a lot more sense.
here's the other thing. Only one person of the couple agrees to the show. The other one finds out that they're on the show. Like they know that they're on a show, but they don't know what the show is yet until they get there.
Wait,
I
so
think they only did that the first season, and then the first season, something weird happened where they started like picking and choosing
Yep.
who they wanted to be switched up with, and one guy was like
Freaked
fuck.
out.
One guy was like, "Fuck that! I'll marry you right now."
yeah,
Because everyone else was picking other people. Because then you
he was like the last kid picked for
yeah.
Yeah.
He saw the way it was going.
No. He didn't want her to go with the guy that everybody wanted to be with.
Oh,
It was like that Cody guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Cody was
Cody.
nice. He was like guy next door with the cowboy
But several
hat.
people
like,
had been picked at the table.
I
It
know,
was
but-
like 6 and 6. So there's like 12 people. And like maybe like the first 4 couples had started to like pick each other out. And then he was getting so nervous.
Right,
and you
because
saw
the
him
two
just like
girls-
really getting shifty. And then he was like, ah, and he got up and he's like, I'm just going to do something. And he proposed to her.
Right
and then
there.
and then she's like, okay. And then they just left the show.
Sorry, I shouldn't say
No,
that
no,
about
no,
her.
no,
but
So
she
then
was
they're
so
like,
dumb.
all right, well, now we
felt
got 10 competitors.
I felt the same way because she just like switched.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was so down to get dicked down by that guy. she was really like because they had
Dicking in course.
they had like a mixer
Yeah.
beforehand,
Mm-hmm.
and at the mixer she
Yeah.
was just like, "Oh, I'm ready. Like I want to no." And then it got to that point where he was like, "Okay, you're gonna be with this person now," and they were picking other people from other couples, and he was just like, "Oh fuck."
He was getting so nervous. And then, yeah, so everyone was mad at her because she was like, I'm finally going to do this for me. I'm finally going to like meet new people, whatever. And then the audience was like, cool, cool, cool. And then that guy proposed and he's like sweating profusely. And she's like, okay, yeah. And everyone's like, you fucking suck. You should have just, should have
but you think
fucked the whole cast.
She was so depraved though from what she wanted that as soon as that he gave it to her, she was like, "Oh, that's it. That's all I came here for." Like she
Yeah.
came here for that, But it's like it wasn't even genuine. Like you see
Right.
later on, they go to the married because they just kind of skip through the rest of the thing and they still go on to the next part, which was like a honeymoon thing. It still sucked. Like the relationship
Yeah.
was still sour.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
nothing
Right.
changed. She just said,
Right.
"Oh, I want it now."
Yeah.
And then there was also, are there 2 seasons now?
There's a season, and then there's a women's only season, which is really interesting.
What?
Oh, you didn't know? About
Oh,
that.
there was
know.
like a lesbian
Somebody's
season,
paying
right?
attention.
I didn't want to say the L word because the L word.
Lesbian?
Is kinda, yeah.
Is that a swear word?
My bad.
I don't know.
It's not.
I really know what it is. I just don't want to get beat up by a lesbian.
So what, scissoring females? What do we say instead?
I don't know.
Scissor me timbers.
Dude, that's gotta be so. That's gotta be
That
interesting.
that
like
season
intense.
was very intense, and
Yeah.
it was couples.
Oh, I
like,
thought you were saying getting beat up by lesbians.
Oh, I'm sure that is too.
I'm not
say-
gonna.
Because everybody's on the menu then.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
I'm not gonna ruin it, but like,
You can ruin it. I mean,
well, I know you're gonna watch. There are instances where you really think they're gonna run off together, and they just might.
Wow.
But what I was going to say about season 1 or season 2, I can't remember which season it was, is that I lost what I was going to say. God damn, I'm thinking about lesbians now.
Quick update. I just saw this while I was scrolling.
Uh-oh.
So Chick-fil-A
Oh,
is about to have their own streaming service.
What?
for what?
For Christian mingling.
Chick-fil-A Plus.
Yeah.
oh,
Okay,
chicken.
so
it's
I'm reading right here. So it says Chick-fil-A apparently wants to be your one-stop shop. It's going to be August 21st. Deadline report that the fast food chain known as Chick-fil-A sandwiches and banana pudding shakes is launching their own streaming platform along with slate of original programs.
It's going to be hella religious.
Yeah, like it's like Hallmark, but like
Yeah.
with a Jesus cross in every
Yeah.
single scene.
Yeah.
Is that a joke or is that genuine?
No, this is
No.
this is.
I'm
Which-
like
which
a
part?
toddler
Yeah, which
right now.
part?
You can just explain things about these
Well,
shows. Yeah,
There's
okay.
this other one. I think it's what is it called? But there's like this Christian streaming service. It's gorgeous. There's so much, but it's very Hallmarky.
Like the people are gorgeous.
I mean, yeah.
Oh.
I glanced at it because another podcaster that I watch, John Campia, he just announced he was just talking about it, and I was like, Chick-fil-A?
Close on Sunday.
Wait, are they going to stream on Sundays?
No.
Ooh, no new shows
I
on
don't know.
Sundays.
I don't
They
know.
I feel
just
like
shut down the
precedent's
service.
kind of been said.
What?
That precedent
let me
has kind of
see.
been set.
Yeah.
Like
So
everybody
Chick-fil-A
can't.
It's gotta
Maybe
be.
they-
It's
they
gotta be
leave
just
work and
live
then they
streaming
walk.
church
So
all day
the-
Sunday.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, that's
blah,
nice.
blah, blah. Yeah, so it's gonna be basically we're hearing that includes a family-friendly game shows from Glassman Media, the company behind NBC, The Wall, Michael Sugar's 23, which behind series such as Netflix, 13 Reasons Why. So it looks like they're going to be doing like new. They're going to be coming up with series.
So like a religious game show, like Uncle Billy's.
Well, I wonder if it's going to be religious
Uncle Baby
or if
Billy's
it's just
Bible Bonkers?
family friendly.
or friendly. Maybe it's going to be
Yeah.
like a Hallmark.
Do you
Like
get the
pretty
joke?
much.
Like it's going to be. It's
I
rated
don't,
G.
but it's a good.
Damn it! You guys don't watch Righteous Gemstones?
No.
Uncle Baby Billy's Bible Bonkers?
What?
Nothing.
I'm just kind of like.
Someone gets the joke.
I guess.
Rubber baby buggy bumpers.
Uncle Baby Billy's Bible Bonkers.
But 13 Reasons is heavy though, right?
It is.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying. Why would it be?
Well, because the thing is, though, Chick-fil-A's got money, so they can spend the money to have good shows. They want people to be on their streaming, so they're gonna be like, "Oh, everyone loves 13 Reasons Why. We're gonna go get that person, and we're gonna make them make a show for us."
How long and difficult of a sell internally was it to tell your chicken restaurant that we're going to start competing with Netflix?
Hey,
Like Josh, you've been bringing it up in fucking meetings for the last 6 years.
But they're doing
Cut
something
out
that
the Netflix shit.
Listen,
We're
listen,
sticking to chicken.
Listen. They're doing something that no other food chain is doing. So
Yeah.
let them ride.
Dude, now McDonald's is gonna come out with one.
Yeah.
and you're not gonna be loving it.
Jeremiah's got a really good idea. Share your idea, Jeremiah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Sorry, I had to
Is
throw
there currently? Or I think you did say there's like a religious streaming service now, right?
Yeah,
So it's got to be competing with that one.
Yeah, it's like
Probably.
family something. I can see the logo in my mind, but I haven't watched it. But yeah,
It's gonna be like family friendly.
It's going to be
pretty much-
religious.
Can I share
That's
one
the
more
whole
thing with
thing.
you guys?
Yeah.
Upon the hour and the sun begins to fade.
Hey.
Why are you down this rabbit hole?
Enough time to
Oh.
figure out
The hair.
how to chase my boobs away.
Hey, Arnold could pull that off.
I've done the right up till now. The light of day.
You got worms in your brains, I think.
The funny thing is I probably dated a girl that looked like that.
You got termites in your skull.
Oh, I want to dance with somebody. Ooh.
Hey, Steve.
Give it to me. Acolyte got canceled. Ooh.
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look,
Acolyte.
Man.
That was the wrong one.
Now, you guys probably know a little bit more than I do because I didn't read up on it and why it got canceled. So go ahead, Joe.
Oh, okay.
Or Steve, whatever.
Yeah, so I think people just really didn't like the pacing of the show, the storyline of characters that we didn't really give a shit about. They did a lot of killing off of characters, which is cool and which is
She's
definitely
like,
What are we
hold on.
talking
What is
about?
Acolyte? Just to give you an idea, okay. Star Wars, okay? It's a one-off show that's
wasn't supposed to be.
wasn't supposed to be. It was supposed to be. Well, what was it supposed to be?
I mean, it wasn't supposed to be a one-off.
Oh
That's
no!
why it got
It's a show that basically tells about things that happened 100 years before the prequel series, where you had Qui-Gon and all that other stuff.
Do you know any Star Wars stuff?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's it was supposed to be telling like when the Jedi were at the very height of their power and they were very hubris and they were just like, oh, no one's gonna fuck with us. There's no evil around.
Right.
And then this is supposed to be like the showing you like when the Sith started to like build up, grassroots type of shit. It was an interesting premise. I didn't care about the characters.
But the problem
I
is,
didn't really like the show overall. I'm not surprised it got canceled.
I mean, I'm not surprised either. I mean, I still enjoyed it, but the problem is that I think we've talked about this before. Is like true Star Wars fans and canon and all that, people that read the books and all that. That's what they want. But
I like the show.
But Disney's not gonna.
You did like it.
Yeah.
No, and me and Steve talked about that. We're just like we talked about it where we felt like the show wasn't gonna go any further than this because the true Star Wars fans that's not what they want to see. They want to see stuff that they've read on like the comic books, the books, and all that stuff. They want to see all that, but Disney's not gonna give you that. It's not.
I did like how different it was.
Yeah.
I did like how it wasn't like any other shows that Jedi weren't acting the way that they usually act. They were different. I did like it. I liked it. I was a fan.
Yeah.
So I didn't like the show overall. I liked the premise of it. But at the end, and I guess we could probably talk spoilers, right? I mean, I guess we talked about it when it aired.
Do you want to go back and watch it?
Kind of.
Okay, so they set up a couple characters at the end in like the very last couple scenes of the first season that got me excited, and I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. If the storyline's going to go here, then I'm back in." And then they canceled the show. But here's what I'm thinking: I think they're still going to go ahead with those. At least that one. I'm trying not to say too much, but
you can just spoil
the
it.
bad character.
There's something to salvage out of it.
The bad character that they introduced at the very end, we're like, "Oh shit, that guy's in this world." I think that they're still going to continue on with that storyline, but they'll just call it a different show.
Okay. But Joe, as we see different, it's not what they want. You know what I mean?
But I'm saying they could do a whole new show. Yeah, but they can have a totally different vibe, new showrunner.
Don't get me wrong, Joe. Don't get me wrong. I'm all for it if they decide to go that route. But the problem is that it's gonna is that what the people want? Or is it just something they're going to watch and then they're going to say, oh, it sucks?
I think a lot of people specifically were very excited about that reveal of that character.
Yeah, I was.
Online, people were like losing their shit when that character was shown. And people were like, oh my God, finally we're going to know about this character.
But
what if the show got canceled?
But what if Disney does what Disney does and they destroy that character completely and then it sucks?
You mean like they don't?
Yeah, the nostalgia of seeing that character was everybody went crazy. But if they put a show into it and Disney, like Disney does, they'll fuck.
But we don't know anything about this character.
But what I'm saying is
this character is a complete unknown.
Disney has been killing a lot of people recently.
No, but what I'm saying, are you talking about
women?
I'm talking about the bad guy character, not the good guy character.
Are you talking about the stranger?
Yeah, the one who's
okay. I thought you were talking about
not the good guy.
No, I'm not talking about the good guy. I'm talking about
the stranger. You mean Manny Jacinto's character?
No, I'm talking about the
guy who peered behind the rocks.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
Okay,
I'm saying if they do a show that just follows why he's there and him going forward, I think that would be interesting, and they could totally cut out who are the two girls' names? May and Osha. They could cut May and Osha out. Exactly. You don't care. That's the whole point. They're the main characters, and people didn't give a shit about them. They could cut out those characters. They could cut out all the side stuff and just focus on that character that we're talking about. Work,
but what I'm saying, once again, Disney they can do this. They can flip this into a different route, and then it made that nostalgia and then destroy it. You know what I mean?
Sure, it's possible. I just think that's the route they're going to go.
I believe you, but as like me and Steve talked about, we loved that. We cared about this show, but at the same time, people didn't like it. It was different, but people don't want different. They want like back in the day Star Wars. That's what they want to see.
Yeah, and they could get a new showrunner and everything. I mean, they could literally strip out every aspect
Oh, yeah,
of that show
absolutely.
and just take that one splice or that 1 second of a character we saw and then make a whole new show. Like, look at Andor.
5 point.
Andor is an awesome.
I just don't want to see that bald bitch. That's it.
Andor is an awesome show. Why don't they just use?
We
Oh,
still
not that
nice
one. There's a
together.
different one. There's a different one in that show. Not this ball. And you also
just
said
very
I don't.
tiny.
Speaking of Splice, this movie is called Splice.
Yeah, you said you saw it, right? And what'd you think of it?
I think. Well, I got a lot of thoughts on it.
Uh-oh.
Actually.
Okay,
Tell us.
So, what?
Without spoiling it, you could tell us. Your
Yeah,
thoughts.
go ahead.
Well, it's interesting. It's kind of like I mean, and I didn't watch the very beginning because I just kind of walked in. My dad was watching it already, and I just like finished watching it. I was really early on. The idea, the premise is that these scientists decide to play God, and they're like, let's use human DNA, and then
they
let's
split.
and they're splicing it with animals. And like, well, if we do all of these things, and we can make humans better. I mean, technically, job well done. But the situation was that they weren't supposed to bring it to term, but things didn't go as planned. And they created her. And this is...
Woof.
Well, I can't... I mean, is saying her name a spoiler? Because
Well,
it's kind of like a cool point in the movie.
You said it was kind of a newer movie.
Yeah?
This movie came out 15 years ago,
It did not.
2009.
I
You're joking.
No, I actually watched it like 2
New to
years
me.
ago.
I think this Obama guy he's got something going for him. Looking to see where his term
But
goes.
He was in office when this movie came out.
But I'm
very
actually-
newly in
I'm-
office.
Stop.
But I'm actually interested. This actually looks really good. Like,
I would recommend watching it. I mean, it was kind of gross in some parts. I mean, like...
Probably the blood all over the face of the
It
person.
wasn't the blood. The blood wasn't gross. It was the gross part was that like these scientists were just like so mentally effed up. Like they were so
Oh, yeah.
not okay. I mean,
Right.
And I can't spoil it. It's so hard.
man, because
but
if you want to talk fucked up,
Can we get a good looking anything
If
on
you
there
wanna,
instead
if you
of
want,
this?
if you want to talk about scientists and being fucked up, have you guys ever watched Human Centipede?
Yeah.
okay,
Oh,
that's
stop.
that's
Yeah.
Come, let's not go.
That's
there.
That's
shock and
not-
awe.
Splice was good though. I
No.
mean, I because it's weird
Yeah.
because it brought this aspect of like they started nurturing this thing. I mean, it was
Right.
kind of it looked like a weird chicken coming out of the womb, and they're like,
Yeah.
oh, but the girl's like, oh, but it's a baby, and he's like, no, we got to kill it, and she's like, but no, and then it just like and then it twists.
No, we gotta kill it.
Yeah, and then oh my gosh, you
Okay.
just because you
What-
yeah.
Let me ask you this.
All right.
So you know the part, right?
Yeah.
You didn't like that part?
Which one are you talking about? I'm talking about the one where he made a very bad.
I pulled out the Jergens for that part.
Oh, I left the room. I was like,
I stayed in.
Who needs
the room.
Pornhub? You got Splice on deck.
it gave me the heebie-jeebies. It was weird because it's like he was he wasn't emotionally attached, but then
Okay.
he was, and then he did that, and it was weird.
Okay, where can I watch this?
74% Rotten Tomatoes.
I actually
That's
had to
pretty
go pay for it to watch it. I paid $3.99 at YouTube to watch this movie.
Really?
Yeah.
No other streaming services.
good. I'm looking it up right
Like
now.
my ex-girlfriend was like laying next to me, and I'm like,
Oh, it's on Max.
Oh,
Is it?
I have Max. All
It's
right,
on
awesome.
HBO Max.
I'm probably gonna watch that tonight.
Yeah, have
"Can
fun.
get your
Get the
Splice review."
Jergens ready.
Get my
Yeah.
Splice.
Oh my
fucking
gosh,
weirdo.
I couldn't.
Hey,
I couldn't
man.
stand the end though, man. It was such a weird end
Yeah.
for the movie.
Yeah, it didn't need to end that way.
Right.
It did not.
I thought it had to.
Did you finish when the movie finished? Did you time it out right?
In good old Steve fashion, I finished
Just
way
tapping the
before
screen,
I-
looking for that track.
way before I was supposed to.
hold out?
Yeah. So, so let me ask you guys. Okay, so we were kind of talking. We've been talking a lot today about sequels. We talked about the BeetleJuice sequel, bringing it back. Jesus Christ. We talked about a whole bunch of sequels that we mentioned today. This threw me off.
Yeah.
Would you rather live in a world where there were no sequels, or would you rather live in a world where there were too many?
We're already in option B.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Do you feel like there are too many?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
because
mean,
nobody gets fired for going, let's make a Spider-Man 37.
Right.
Like they're gonna go,
I mean,
they're gonna
come
ring
on.
the register.
Can we
bring
sit
another
here with the
50 million
example?
in.
Fast and the Furious. I
safe
mean, come on.
option.
Yeah.
The Fast and the Furious
There's
franchise.
14 of them.
Right. The Fast and Furious franchise, it's still going.
Real quick around the room.
Yeah.
Favorite sequel.
Squeakquel.
Squeakquel.
What is that?
Now-
Am I missing something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, entirely.
It's what they was it Alvin and the Chipmunks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
The
Chipettes.
sequel they
The
called
Chipettes.
the
Yeah.
Squeakquel.
The Squeakquel.
Yeah, I don't like those rats.
They're chipmunks.
They're rodents.
They are
I
right.
can't
They are in
argue
the
that.
rodent family.
They are, yeah.
I am down for Alvin though.
Now,
Alvin's
when you
my
say
guy.
sequel, are you limiting it to simply there are only 2 movies that have been made in
No.
this?
Trilogies are included. You can go right down the
A
line.
connected direct storyline.
That'll lead into the next question, which you brought up. But yeah,
franchise?
Oh man, I would say Back to the Future, the second one.
Okay, that's fair.
The Bourne series.
Okay,
All
the,
of
the
them?
whole thing.
That's the Bourne Ultimatum, the third one. That's the only movie I've ever seen at midnight. And if you remember the ending to that, anybody? No.
Did you need the Jergens for it?
No, I don't watch those movies. I'm just a naked man with no genitalia, but I don't watch those kinds of movies.
Okay.
But no, that was a good one. Give it a watch.
Terminator. T1, T2.
Will it be T2 then,
It
right?
would be T2. Yeah.
I'm still on my
Squeakquel? You're holding hard on
it's the
Squeakquel?
only
What's-
one
what's
that really.
Squeakquel about?
Okay, so it's the Alvin and the Chipmunks, right?
Oh,
And
never
then-
mind. Pass. Hard
but
pass.
Listen,
Hard
but
pass.
then it's the girls. They meet their little girl counterparts, and it's like what are they called? The
It was-
Chipettes.
it was
The
a-
I like
Chipettes.
mentally
And
blanked
there's-
that
Hey.
out of my memory.
It's the only one that was
hey.
well done, if you ask
Yes.
me, because
I-
everything
I
ended up
watched
being
it.
Not like
watered
all the rest
down.
of those
It was
chipmunk
it was
Or
a cute,
trash.
It was a cute movie.
It
was a cute movie. Absolutely.
Okay, I can't stand their sound though.
Yeah.
So like the music sucks a little bit, but I mean
That's
it was
true.
cute. It was cute.
No, it was.
Yeah, maybe Toy Story 2.
Oh, damn.
Oh, that
Toy
one's
Story
good.
2, maybe.
Oh wait, what about Sausage Party?
I didn't see the second one yet.
Oh,
Maybe
I
don't.
I forgot about that.
Maybe
They did
don't?
make us-
Maybe don't.
Oh, well, then why did you bring it up as a great sequel?
It's not, but it's just it
Just
is.
Sausage
It
Party
works.
on the
The
mind.
thing, when I think about a great sequel, I think that they stayed well enough with the storyline
Right.
originally without like diverting too much. You know what I'm saying? And with Sausage Party, they
It
stayed
it started
on
at
it.
a 1 and it stayed at a 1.
They maybe went to a 1.5, but you know, yeah.
With Sausage Party, you kind of know what you're getting from
Yeah.
the title.
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
But what was the general Sausage Party
Food
experience?
apocalypse. Like food took over the world and killed humanity.
That's
not
the
what I thought it
opposite of a
was.
sausage party that I expected.
Have you seen the first movie?
I haven't, hence
No.
my question.
Yeah.
Oh well, then
I thought you
should've
were asking about the
spoiled it.
second movie, which
Yeah.
confused me with your answer.
Well,
wait,
it was
what?
a two-part question. Tell me about both sausage parties.
Listen, I don't actually like the movies. I just watched them. I it's like one of those curiosity things. You just have to like take
Just
it off
see
your
the title
box.
and go,
Yeah, let me
Alright.
check that out. Yeah. It's just okay, so basically food's alive.
It's a cartoon also.
Yes. It's a cartoon and food's alive and you get to like see inside a grocery store with food living its happy little life until the potato's eyes come off in your kitchen because you're going to make soup. And apparently the food got mad that they were getting eaten. And so they rebelled. And they said, F you humans. And if you shoot bath salts into a human's nose, then they will see that food is alive. And thus chaos ensues.
So you got to get high to see him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they're always alive.
It's a funny movie.
Remember that time when everybody was high off bath salts and we thought that it was a zombie apocalypse?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
it was
wasn't it like 3 guys in Florida on meth or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was just, sausage party.
Just to give you an idea, here's the cast for Sausage Party: Seth Rogen, Kristen Wiig, Jonah Hill,
Yep.
Michael Cera,
What a crew. What a crew.
It is.
James Franco, Bill Hader, Selma Hayek,
It's
isn't
a
it?
fucking party.
Anders Holm, Nick Kroll. Yeah, it's just like a whole bunch of comedians,
You know
and they're
what's
just like,
crazy?
let's make a ridiculously dumb movie about
Yeah.
food
Yeah.
becoming alive.
Absolutely.
And it's
But you know
so
what's-
it's
Which,
so
when you
stupid,
let in with
but it's
Sausage
funny.
Party, I would not have pegged that cast list for an animated drugs make food
Yeah.
alive and we have to watch them
Yeah.
get eaten. That's you couldn't have anticipated that being the natural inevitability of
Right.
a title of Sausage Party.
Of how much money they put in that cast.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. Well, like when
You
you
can play
said
the
like
trailer,
what you
can't you?
expect with Sausage Party, you're meaning like
A party somehow related to
Literally in
sausages.
this room right now.
yeah. Well, excuse you. Who
What?
said that?
Huh?
I said excuse you.
I'm drinking my drink.
I was gonna.
Are there 3 of these movies?
I was
Just
so scared
Googling
to Google
Sausage
this.
Party.
I was so scared to Google this.
Bold
Yeah.
man.
What does
Oh,
that
is that
look like?
is that the second one?
That is not.
I
a
think this is the third
no,
one.
Foodtopia is the second one.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
What is it?
Wait, this says TV miniseries. This isn't even out yet.
They're fucking.
Oh wait,
with
I
us.
guess it is a
There's
series.
on
It
Amazon
is-
Prime, July 11th, so it is out.
Bruh, what is that?
That's an orange's butthole. That's an orange, and that's its rind.
Butthole.
You see it once, you never forget.
I don't know if you partake in drugs, but if you do, or if you don't, I don't, and I saw the movie. Watch the first movie. It's so stupid, but it is
It
pretty
is.
funny.
It is. It is funny.
It's a very like
I wonder how much those guys were getting paid for all that whole cast.
Way
They probably
too
did
much
it for
money.
free.
I was gonna
Way
say I
too
could see them actually getting paid very little because they thought it'd be hilarious because they're all comedians, so they're all probably
Right.
like, "Hey, let's fuck around and make a stupid movie."
That's a fun group to be a
It's
part
No,
like
of.
Adam
absolutely.
Sandler. He does a movie and he's just like,
With all
hey,
his
I'm going to
friends.
hire all my friends.
yeah,
yeah.
Exactly.
I thought Seth Rogen.
Hey, but that's nice of
Produced
him
it.
to
I think
do
he
that,
did. I think he
though.
created, produced. He was the
Yeah.
lead
Yeah.
of the sausage is the
I'll
main
give-
character,
I'll-
right?
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
give it to Adam Sandler. He like that's nice of him to do that. I mean, because he has his own production company and to get all his friends to,
He's a good guy.
yeah.
My favorite sequel.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
God, I'm ready for this one.
No, I mean I have a favorite, and then I have one that I think is like the best that I've watched.
Okay,
My favorite, obviously, Star Wars Episode 3: Revenge of the Sith.
absolutely.
And then The Dark Knight is the best one I've watched.
I was gonna mention The Dark Knight, but since you already mentioned,
Yeah, that was probably my
Yeah.
greatest cinematic experience.
Yeah.
you know what? Batman Returns.
I don't know.
That was a good one.
It was something about
With-
it was one of those you had to be there type things.
Yeah.
It was like just during that time. It was just with
But
Heath
but
Ledger.
you had Batman. No, the OG Batman Returns though.
Oh,
When you had what was that? Was it Danny DeVito as Penguin?
Penguin? Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
And you had what's her name as Catwoman? What was her name?
Halle Berry.
No, it
Not
wasn't
that
Halle
one.
Berry.
it was different.
She was one of them, though, right?
She was on her own. Like I don't think she ever played in the Batman movies.
No.
Halle Berry was like Catwoman herself.
and it
in
wasn't even
own
her in the
movie.
suit. It was a dude.
What?
Yeah,
What?
doing
You
all the
just-
stunts and stuff,
Oh.
moving around, the walk, everything. That was a guy. Yeah, sorry.
That just ruined it.
Yeah, I know.
Damn, Hollywood magic.
I'm so glad that I was like pre-puberty for that surprise.
Of every
why?
single role
So
in the
it
world.
was Michelle.
Would have changed.
It was Michelle Pfeiffer.
Pfeiffer. Michelle Pfeiffer.
Michelle, oh, she was.
Peffier.
I'm sorry.
Her suit though. The
The
OG
suit,
Catwoman suit.
that OG
yeah.
Catwoman suit
Is that
was nice.
French?
With the white
And then she's just
stitching.
like, she's like licking herself all through that movie.
was
Oh,
wise.
hey,
There was a
was.
man licking himself.
No,
Oh,
no,
that-
this
Different
one
one.
That
it
was a
her.
Halle Berry spinoff.
Yeah.
That was the dude in this.
That one flopped.
Because it had a man.
Literally.
It was good, but it flopped. It was good for some
Back to the
people, but it
Olympics.
did flop. It flopped.
Yeah,
Flopped right into that cat suit.
That's right.
someone was flopping in that
Flop
cat
like a
suit.
fish.
Yeah, but Batman Returns, that was a good sequel. That was a good sequel.
Favorite franchise?
Damn.
I mean, I'm gonna say Harry Potter probably.
You would.
Yeah, because I like Star Wars more. At like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'm into Star Wars more than I'm into Harry Potter, but Star Wars has like movies that were shit, and it was just a whole mixed bag. I feel like every Harry Potter movie pretty much got better.
Okay,
I feel like it was a more consistent, more well-rounded story and franchise.
fair.
So the question I have is franchise like movies only or like books too? Like what is
Oh, you can
defined
go
as a
books.
franchise?
No,
Like
go books.
okay, so like what is a franchise though? Like give me a
Franchise like
definition.
Harry Potter, Star
Harry
Wars.
Potter's, yeah.
like sell stuff kind of like
more than
Back to the
more than
Future,
two more than
X-Men.
two movies, pretty much.
Alien, Predator.
So favorite franchise is the book
Chipmunks.
series. It's not. It's called Warriors and it's cats. and they live in this really cool like clan like they like there's there's house cats and then there's these cats and they're like really cool, kind of like gives like tribal vibe, and it's really interesting. They have like 12 books out.
Oh my god!
Like it's intense. Like look, Warriors cats, or I think it's Warriors. I read that when I was like 12, and to this day, like I have not found a series of books that I will read. Like that, I mean, the Percy Jackson, I was into that phase, but
I used to be in a Redwall.
Redwall.
Yeah,
It was a mouse,
Brian
wasn't it?
Jacques.
It's like a mouse with a sword, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
What?
It's a whole thing. It's a whole Brian Jacques. He wrote like 30 books, and they're not really kids books, but they're like
Young
what you would read as
adult.
like a 13,
Young teenager
14.
or something.
YA.
Yeah, I used to have probably like 10 or 11 of those.
And you said there's 30 in the series. Did you read them all?
No, I didn't even read all the ones I bought.
Are your cat books still being made?
I'm pretty sure they stopped being made. They're not.
So they
like-
ended on how many? 12?
I didn't even get to the end of the series.
You don't even know how it ends.
I didn't want to.
You loved
okay?
it so much you didn't want to finish it?
Yes.
Can't say goodbye to the
Ginger,
cat.
And-
what is his name? Ginger Claw. I love that cat. I didn't want him to die.
And there's never been a TV show or movie about it? Like they've never turned it
feel
anything beyond
I
a
feel like
book?
they tried at one point. I feel like I remember seeing something like when I was on the internet, it was like, oh, they might make like a Warriors visual, but I couldn't remember if it was a movie or show, and it never came through to something. Like it just, and with this thing, I feel like now if they did it, it would be great because we have the CGI, the AI,
Right.
the things. It would like actually be worth it. But like back then, I was like, it's either gonna be real cats with voiceover, or it's gonna be badly animated.
Or it's going to be the guy who's in the Catwoman suit who's inside
Yeah.
of an actual cat suit.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm
no one wants to see
Catwoman.
that.
See, Steve, you shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't have said that.
Redwall had 22 books, by the way, by the same author. Yeah,
Wow.
He's since passed, but it was my favorite series to read. Yeah.
But you never finished it either.
No, because
What happens if the cat dies at the end?
Well, no, he didn't write
You're
them all in
never too
chronological order.
old for Redwall.
Well, he didn't write them at all in chronological order, so it was a lot of like back and forth, jumping and stuff. It was a whole universe.
Greg, did you read what Redwall?
I remember it was a mouse with a sword, and I remember like a wall. I can't remember the color.
Blue?
No.
Yellow?
No.
Green.
Come back to me on that.
Magenta.
But
I don't know. That's all
I
the colors I
remember
know.
it was like a mouse, and he had to be valiant.
Oh, sounds
And
like
that's
it sounds
the
it sounds like
extent.
Puss in Boots to me.
Was it like Puss in Boots?
I don't have a frame of reference to Puss in Boots, but I'd say it's more Puss
It was
in
kind of
Boots.
it was kind of like the same thing. He was a cat. He was valiant. Had a sword as well.
Think of mice in medieval times.
I was about to ask, like, is it in a castle? Like, doesn't he save the
Yeah.
princess or something?
Yeah.
I think most
Are you gonna
medieval
pull it
things
up,
have princesses in some kind of dilemma.
Always damsels in distress. They're very demure.
She's in another castle, Mario.
Oh, okay.
See?
Okay.
Red
He looks like a
wall,
chipmunk.
Mouse, knight.
Okay.
Fucking nailed it.
Yeah, I think my parents still have all the books. I had the Redwall, Outcast of Redwall.
Dude,
Okay.
that's, yeah,
That's
that
dope.
bling.
I like
Yeah.
the art.
Yeah.
I want to get
nice.
one of those set up like a franchise where you can just knock out
30 of them?
150 books.
I'm gonna.
R.L. Stein
send
already
'em.
beat you to it.
Oh yeah.
What
Nancy
about
Drew,
Magic
Hardy
Treehouse?
Boys.
Magic Treehouse, I have not.
What's that? That sounds
Magic
familiar.
Treehouse.
That one's fun. It's like, and they're like these like short books where you can
Number
like read them in like 2
76.
hours, and they're like, they're easy reads, but it's
That
like
sounds so familiar.
these kids go into their house, their tree house, and
Are they time traveling?
I'm pretty
They
sure.
sound fun.
Yeah, I can't. And here's the thing: it's like you kind of like don't know if it's like imagination time travel or if they're actually time traveling into like a different. It's like really cool.
Children's series?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sounds familiar.
I'm gonna go iconic on this one, which I'm wearing right here. Rocky franchise. Yeah. Because I relate a lot to the franchise, like just like underdog. Like my life, throughout my life, I've always been told I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that, and I've always proved them wrong. So throughout high school, they told me I was not gonna mount to anything, and I, past high school, they told me I wasn't gonna go to college. Did go to college, only for 1 year though, but still went. But every time like life hits me down, I always get back up and I keep pushing through it. Like I take all the hits and I keep going. That's kind of like the philosophy that Rocky pursues in the movies, is that, you know, life brings you down, but no matter what, you keep fighting.
I do remember that one time when you fought that Russian dude
With the flat top.
with the flat top.
Oh, you're talking about Ivan?
I don't know what his name was. I just remember
Ivan
you fought
Drago?
him. And I thought
Ivan Drago?
Rocky.
Yeah.
Did you hear when he wrote the script for that?
Yeah.
He painted his windows black.
Yeah.
So he physically couldn't even see what time of day it was.
Yeah.
And he sat down and within 2 days wrote the entire script.
And
for
what's
Rocky.
crazy that nobody was believing in what he would they thought this movie wasn't gonna be as great as it was. And it was super low budget on that too.
And he had to sell his dog.
Yeah.
And so then he sold his dog. He went to a studio to buy the script from him, and they offered him something. It'd be like $5 million today. Except they would have another actor play the role of Rocky.
Yeah.
And so instead of him selling that, he said, no, I'm going to keep it myself. And then he ended up buying his own dog back from the guy.
Yes. Yeah, because Sylvester, he back then he wasn't a well-known actor. He was very he was in mid movies. I don't know, can't remember in the ones that he was in, but he went through a rough stone with a lot of the stuff he was going through. But then once Rocky hit, that kind of blew him up pretty much. Yeah. He wanted to buy the rights to Rocky, but you know, the writer that wrote the story, the guy that kind of had the influence on it, he owns the rights to Rocky. So
He said, "Give me my dog back."
yeah, pretty much.
It's my dog.
Jesus. So loud.
I do like the Rocky series, and then what they did continuing on with the Creed and all that. That, you know, those are the good movies. The third one, I would like to see Rocky in it, but it is what it is.
I thought the third one was with his son, and he wasn't it. Or am I thinking of this?
No, I'm talking about the Creed series. The
Oh,
one
sorry.
I'm sorry. The Creed one, the only one I didn't like out of the Rocky was I think it was the sixth one that he did, or the fifth one he did with Tommy Guns. I didn't like that one. It was kind of like it was just kind of off. It didn't feel a lot of like Rocky. It was like him on the sidelines and him training someone. It was kind of like Creed, but Creed was a lot better though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got one.
Go ahead.
So I always hype it or pimp it out. But The Shield.
Oh, the Shield.
It's so good.
Damn.
Until you have told me about the Shield.
Damn.
I'm not watching BeetleJuice. I'm not watching Kraven. I've got The Shield.
That's all you need.
That's
all
Just
you
pull
need.
out those DVDs.
Hey, VHS for the first couple of seasons.
No
There you
way.
No, I don't know. I just pirate everything. Come on,
Right.
man. But no, so then The Shield, the continuity through that goes to the Sons of Anarchy.
Okay.
And then
That's
Sons
a
of
good show.
Anarchy is it's Hamlet by Shakespeare, but as a biker gang. And so then one of their rival gangs is they're called Mayans. Then they have on the border. This is supposed to be like 2014, 2015. They work for the cartel. And so then it's like it starts with the corrupt cops in LA, and then it goes to the white biker gang in like near Sacramento. Then it goes to the Mexican biker gang on the border. And so it just continues through the entire universe. And so like some of the characters overlap, but all the story has continuity throughout the entire thing. And I thought that was pretty cool.
So the Shield is like the lead-in to
It is.
Sons of Anarchy.
And so the guy who produced the last 3 seasons of The Shield produced all of Sons of Anarchy and the first 3 seasons of Mayans MC. So he was actually a character on Sons of Anarchy.
So is Michael Chiklis? Is he ever in Sons of Anarchy?
He is.
Really?
He is in the last episode. He plays.
That's it?
He was the main character
Of the Shield.
of The Shield. So if you have some continuity, you either have to absolutely have him be there as the character, or write him in a plausible way that they do in the show. If you watch the show, knowing Michael Chiklis' character in The Shield, where he is in Sons of Anarchy, for the brief little cameo he has, it makes sense.
So Sons of Anarchy, story-wise, isn't really related to The Shield. It just takes place in the same universe.
Pretty much. So, like, in The Shield, it's all corrupt cops. If you ever heard of the Rampart scandal in the early 90s. So in the early 90s, there was a corrupt police division that would, like, steal drugs from drug dealers, and then they'd sell the drugs for, like, information, and then they'd, like, just beat hookers, Grand Theft Auto stuff.
Of course, yeah, naturally.
Keep them busy in Los Angeles.
Yeah, these some crooked ass motherfuckers.
And so then, like, the first episode is they send an undercover cop to go and investigate them, and then they kill the cop who's undercover. That's like the first episode. And it's like, if you ever think you have a bad day at work, it's a good show to just unwind, because you can see that you really don't have that much pressure on you at your day job. But then all, like, the gangs and stuff that they interact with are continued throughout the entire series.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
I didn't know Seth Rollins was in here. In The Shield.
I don't know who that is.
All right.
He used to be a WWE superstar.
Oh. Didn't watch wrestling. No idea.
Oh, you suck.
Steve, what else we got? Anything?
I mean, we're at an hour 50, so
We wrapping up. We got some topics we can save for next week, maybe.
yeah. We were just talking about.
Oh, you know what? We should probably talk about Grownish though.
Yes, take it away.
Well, like I said, I don't actually like the show. I just watch it. It's kind of like I'll eat
You
my
hate
food.
watch it?
I kind of. I eat my food watching it because it's like I don't have to take much mental power to watch it.
Why do you not like it?
Because I get so irritated with the main character. It's like
okay.
I get
Sounds like
it.
an unhealthy habit.
what?
On purpose though? Is he meant to be like an
All right,
annoying-
let's turn this on again.
Well, no, it's not like that. It's like I actually enjoy watching it because it's like there's parts of it, but it's like it also makes me feel old. Like these people are supposed to be my age, it feels like, but then I'm not there with them. Like I'm just kind of looking at some of the things they say. I'm like, really? Like this is a little ridiculous. Like you're really going to go that level, like grow up, you know?
Yeah.
Literally the whole song is watch out world, I'm grown now. You're not. You're acting grown.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
I think that's the ish.
Yeah, but she doesn't
Suffix.
own the ish. She doesn't own it.
Right.
You got to own that ish.
I don't, if you don't mind me asking, because it is by Kendra. So, or no, not Kendra, but is it Kendra? Is it
Who?
Grownish producer?
And
Yeah,
how,
Kenya. Sorry, Kenya Bears. Are they
dare you.
black people? Are they black people? Is this like a black show?
Grownish?
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure it's the daughter from Blackish.
Okay.
And
yeah.
she goes to college.
Yeah, because I'm just no. Because
I'm just like,
the reason why I say that.
are they black?
No. The reason
did
why I say
Tyler
is
Perry
because,
produce it?
No. But Kenya
Is
Bears.
this a Medea production?
Kenya Bears is literally.
I'd watch that.
Kenya Bears is literally the television version of Tyler Perry.
Yeah. That's
So
what I
like
was about to-
he's
yeah.
known for producing.
Is that a universe as well?
no?
The Kenya Barry
but
universe?
Tyler Perry's been in a lot. He's produced a lot of stuff.
But usually when Kenya Bears put something out, it's usually like racially charged type
Oh,
material.
yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely is. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
if it's a spinoff of Blackish, that makes sense.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was his own show, if it was a spinoff. So that's all.
But it's
So is Blackish over with, or is it like a show that runs at the same time and there's like crossover, like all those goddamn Chicago PD, Chicago Med, Chicago Fire?
it's just too much.
They all are. I
Yeah.
don't watch them, but my parents
Yeah.
do. But they're all like layered into each other, so you have to watch this week's episode of this and
Yeah.
then that week's episode
Yeah.
to like
oh,
understand
to
it all.
understand it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it like that?
Oh man.
I don't watch Blackish, so I really can't like attest
Yeah.
to that.
I actually heard Popeyes is going to start streaming Black.
Jesus.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's a good show for like giving your something like thought
Yeah.
to chew on. Like it's
Right.
kind of like it makes you think about things, and it's like
Yeah.
they'll bring up a lot of like important like just kind of like environmental things, like what's going on in the world right now. They'll bring it up, and then they'll have their opinions. I
Well-
mean,
Yeah, that's true. That's true because a lot of people,
You watch it?
Well, yeah, I've watched a few episodes, but I get what she's saying. It's like the generation nowadays they
You have to say kids these days.
kids these days
You
they
gotta do it
think
in the voice, too.
they pretty much feel like they pretty much think they're grown because of just everything they have in their hands is social media and all that. Like, you try to tell somebody, hey, that's wrong, and they'll give you 10 reasons why it's right. You know what I mean? It's like they'll fight with you until they're right because they think they know more than you do. And I'm like, no, you don't. Because like my little nephews, it's funny. I argue with them all the time, and they're just like, no, Uncle Greg, this is not how it is. And then we'll just get it. It's kind of like I'm having a political debate with them.
How old is he?
He's 15.
Okay.
And
So he can swing on you.
He could try. Because
think about
he
that.
could try. He better land. If he lands it,
Don't miss.
Don't miss, because I'm beating your ass. That's all I gotta say. I don't care. But there's one other thing I want to do. I do want to talk, and this could be the last thing because Steve.
Were you good on
I'm
Grownish?
sorry.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
Okay. Because you put it on there, and I was surprised. Rush Hour 4.
Oh, the only reason why I brought it up, it was kind of a camp topic because
R.I.P.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he ain't coming.
I put it out for two reasons. One, because I'm tired of I don't want to see a sequel to Rush Hour. I don't want to see Rush Hour 4 without the main characters. And then two,
Well, they're not in it.
No.
Why not?
Well, I mean, they might be, but I mean,
Oh, but they're not the main characters.
probably not. I mean,
It's probably gonna
Chris
be
Tucker,
like a pretty much a prequel.
or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Chris
So it's
Tucker,
just like a black guy and a Chinese guy goofing around.
pretty
Just
much.
having
much.
goofs.
They had a Rush Hour show, like a TV show.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't do well.
And then also it was some drama with the producer. I guess he essayed some people.
Oh God.
So it was kind of like, are we even gonna do this? Because
What?
this guy's out here doing shit. So
Jesus.
yeah,
Jesus.
I don't remember there
But I
being
know-
a third one.
Yeah,
Oh, you
there
don't know
was a
what that
third
is?
one.
No.
I'm not.
Because
allowed to say.
the third one was irrelevant.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I think the only reason why the third one got done was because Chris Tucker wanted it.
Is that the one that was called High Noon? Or is that the second?
Yeah,
one?
it was High Noon.
High Noon was
yeah,
the
that's
third
when
one?
they were in. What was it? Was it Paris?
Was that the third one?
Yeah, I think
Okay,
so.
then I did see that one.
Yeah.
Because I remember that title for whatever reason.
yeah. The first one was about them wanting that little girl.
I don't remember the movies, honestly. I know I saw them, but I honestly don't even remember them. I just remember some of the fight scenes. You know, the Jackie Chan classic.
Jackie Chan does his
He
thing,
fucks some dude up with an umbrella. I
and then
remember that.
he breaks an arm.
Yeah,
Dude, he's broken, and this is true. He's broken pretty much every part of his body.
yeah. I'm Michael Jackson. You Toto.
What a
Tito.
legend.
Were you looking up something?
I was just looking up the titles. So Rush Hour 2 was just called Rush Hour 2. Rush Hour 3 was just called 3. So what's High Noon? What am I thinking of?
I don't know.
This
Jackie
guy.
Chan's dead, I thought.
No, don't
He
do
is
that.
not.
What?
Don't kill
put
Jackie
that in the
Chan.
world.
No,
No,
he's not.
Don't do that.
We've gone through enough. We can't take
Please
one.
We
don't.
can't lose
Sorry.
Jackie Chan.
We
I'm
can't.
sorry.
We can't.
That's Bruce Lee. It's different.
I'm thinking of Shanghai Nights and Shanghai Noon.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking, which is also Jackie Chan.
Yeah, that was
But that was Jackie Chan, Owen Wilson.
yeah, that was terrible.
That was.
I hate it.
Both of them?
Yeah. Oh, I don't like Owen Wilson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
He's an acquired taste, I feel like.
he's disgusting.
Got 80% of Rotten Tomatoes, all right?
So that's for sure.
Did you think Bruce
So-
Lee was Jackie Chan, or Jackie Chan was Bruce Lee?
I thought Jackie Chan was dead.
No, she thought
That's
Jackie
Bruce
Chan-
Lee.
It's not. Repeat
I heard.
that.
Okay, sorry. I take that back. I
So
remember
Bruce
hearing
Lee died
somebody
in
died.
1973.
There was somebody that died.
I was. I'm Rick James, bitch.
Jet Li's still alive, right?
Jet Li's still alive. He's like probably late 50s.
I just
Yeah.
remember hearing somebody, and I was like, "Oh wow, that's crazy."
Jackie
And
Chan
it
is
just-
like 70 right now.
Yeah, he's too young to die. Then he's still too young.
Well, you're
Well-
trying to kill him.
Well,
I'm not.
the shit that he,
He
was
is
doing,
70. He's exactly 70.
There was times he should have died.
It was probably a spoof. A spoof thing.
I'm just saying. But
You don't see people
No.
out in the for a while.
Yeah.
You probably assume they're dead.
Yeah, that's true. Because Jackie Chan hasn't done a movie in a long time.
Oh, really? He did one last year
Oh, did he? What
called Ride On.
did he have a big part in that movie?
It was a Chinese movie.
Oh
I don't watch a lot of Chinese movies.
no,
My mother-in-law does. I bet she
Not
knows all
since
about this.
2017.
Okay, he hasn't done a U.S. movie. He hasn't done a movie in the U.S. in a long time.
I'm looking it up. I'm seeing.
Okay,
I should ask my mother-in-law if
I think the last
if she's
movie
seen
he
his
did
last
was a movie I
Does she
saw.
watch a lot of Chinese
movie.
movies?
She does.
What was it called? The board? No, it wasn't the border. It was like a shit.
Boardwalk Empire.
No.
So he was in a cartoon called Wish Dragon.
No, but there was a movie
No, he
before.
was.
I know, but there was a movie before that. What was his last one? Tell me.
Wish Dragon, which was a
What was
cartoon
the
on
one
Netflix.
what was that one before
I
that?
think it was Rush Hour 2.
Iron Mask.
No.
Yes.
I know, but I'm saying no, I haven't seen that movie.
Iron Mask 2019. He was also in the Night of Shadows between. Oh, that might be a Chinese movie.
They're all Chinese movies.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, some of these it's hard to tell. The Game Changers.
If you don't have Chris Tucker in it, it's probably a
2018.
Chinese movie.
Yeah.
That's
But
the
He's done a lot of Chinese movies. Honestly,
Yeah.
it looks like he's ending his career just doing a whole bunch of Chinese movies.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. But that's legit.
Manhattan Night. Is that what you're thinking of?
No.
That's an Adrian Brody movie he was in 2016.
I don't know if it's confirmed, but I will have that answer.
Dragon
for you by next
Blade.
week.
Okay. What is it?
Dragon Blade.
I did see that one.
That was 2015.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
He's in a lot of stuff still. I just think
Yeah.
a lot of it is probably in China
Yeah.
On that
or
note,
overseas in general.
like you, don't you?
oh wait. Oh, we could go to this one.
There's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby.
God damn it! They put his face over Judy Garland.
Oh my god.
Where over the rainbow the bees fly. Bees fly.
This is why Cam isn't here. Shit like this. This is why we'll never see Cam again.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
The last thing he had to hear on this podcast was that awful slave story. That's how he went out.
Can we get 19 to 37 more minutes of that?
No.
Thank you.
Wait, what?
You don't
that
want
was-
to hear it.
Yeah, Joe and I are going to leave, and you should leave as well.
If you've got an hour and a half, he can show you the video.
No, I'm good.
Thank you for rocking with us. This was episode 10 of the Entertainment Panel. You guys, bye.
Bye. Bye.